Thanks, Tali! Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. Sorry. Oh, I told myself to check that, and I forgot like twice. Thank you! But yeah. What I was saying is, first of all, I don't know if I should be calling you Olympus. Do you want me to just call you Olympus while you're in chat? Hi. I think that's all I can afford. Okay. What else is the thing? Yes, the Rainbow Six stuff. So the UI is from the Rainbow Six event. I may have wailed for it. But what can I do? It's a limited time thing and it's only available through purchasing. Ascalon pulls? Ascalon pulls. I will be pulling for Ascalon. I will be doing them right after I do this. Hang on. New outfits. Especially this one. Look at this! Look at this! Bye. I need her! She's adorable. Okay, so we get the Pinecone outfit. Epoch Collection New Arrivals, Season of Travel. Pinecone's outfit while visiting family in Colombia. The jacket's jade trim outlines the simple dress with a vibrant aura. An unintentional pairing, yet perfect for spring. Okay, equip. We also got concrete, so I have to get this one. Epoch Collection New Arrivals New Business. Cement Survey Consultant outfit. Snug and durable, the contrast of the hoodie and jacket brings out her vitality. She also gets herself a pair of goggles to match. Okay, we equipped that one. This one's older, I think. Is this one older or is this one new? Oh goodness. Oh, they're all pretty. Oh no. Oh no. Which ones are new? Oh, I see. Okay. I will call you Olympus here. If you had a nickel for everyone who was obsessed with Pinecone, you'd have two, which isn't a lot. What? Pinecone's cute, okay? Also, I need to get this Steel by outfit. Epoch Collection New Arrivals, courtesy. Langman's latest trend, seamlessly blending ancient and modern Yanni's charm. To Tsilbai, the art of tea and the sword are the same in that both require full attention and to know when to stop. I know all these skins are so good. I'm not sure if I want current. I don't think I buy this first time. I might buy this on a rerun if I have the ingots. Is this one new? Because this horn skin, I don't think it's new. I don't think it's new. No. Okay. New arrivals. Yeah, it's just these four. Scar Market Memories. Wait, where is it? Is it Babel open? It says. Yeah, these are older ones. I already have the Harmony outfit too. And the Scavenger outfit. I should get the Indra I should get the Indra outfit. Valiant General's a nice outfit. And, of course, Tranquil Moss for Heavy Rain. God. Outfits are good. Wait, what? Ending like Death Headhunting Hermit ×2. Is that what this is? Is this what this is called? Wait, what? How much? How much? Hang on. So it costs $1 now. Oh wait, no, that's just 2 pulls. That's not a 10 pull. That's a 10 pull. Okay, no, I'm not buying those. I thought those were like 2 10 pulls for $1, and I'm like, what? But no. Okay, that makes more sense. Alrighty. In that case, I gotta look at the new outfits. There's Pinecone. And where's Concrete? Where is she? Oh, she'll be all the way down here. I don't think I've leveled her up. There's Steelby. And Concrete. And yes, her name is Concrete. $9 for 10. I know it's $9 for 10. I'm still not buying it. Okay. It is time. I will do a single 10 pull and then we'll decide if we want to do more. I only have one 10 pull? Oh goodness, I'm running out. I'm running out of pulls. It's only a 5-star, but hopefully it is a rumor. And there's a lot of 4-stars, so some of those have got to be Autunna.
This is intern Hibiscus. From now on, I'll be in charge of managing yours and every operator's health at Rhodes Island. Thank you for your cooperation.
Wait, why is Jackie's voice Japanese? She's from Colombia. Oh wait, she doesn't have an English VN. That's why. You have one guy who only got 6 4-stars in one bag. As in like 6 4-stars and 4 3-stars? I've gotten worse than that. I've gotten 3 4-stars and 7 3-stars before. It was very unlucky. Okay. I'm waiting for Autunna to show up. Bee Hunter times 2! Bee Hunter? Secret Bee Hunter rate up? Excuse me? Okay, that's 2 Bee Hunters and 2 Jackies. Where is my mouse girl? Oh, thank goodness. I love Lucy so much. Exceptional. Jackie is literally me, except I'm not a cop. Oh goodness. I only got 2 Lutos in 7 4-stars. That's like 1.5 below average. Come on. Okay, Aroma.
Gosh.
What are you doing here?
Oh, sorry, Doctor. I'm just a little shocked. My code name is April. Nah, yeah. It's the name of my favorite song.
Why? I got nothing. I got 2 Lutos and that's it. It is Amber from Genshin Impact. You're right. But okay, I guess I have to 10 pull again then. Because that was garbage. Boom. Still no 6-star. Okay, after this, I'm gonna do 1 pull at a time until I get a 6-star. Skipler? Maybe. No, but I have to hear what she says. Okay, that's 2 out of 8 4-stars. 2 out of 8! Okay, if it's a coin flip, what is 2 out of 8? Okay. You flip heads twice and tails 6 times. What is that chance? I mean, it's the same chance that you flip 4 tails and... Anyway. Okay, come on. It's 50%. It's a 50% chance that a 4-star is Luto, and I got 2 out of 9. Come on. What the fuck is this? What is this? I guess I'm just 10 pulling again. Okay, skip luck. Okay, April again. No. April is right up. I did forget about that. April is right up. Okay, I finally got a room. Now, we do single pulls until we get a 6-star. Boom. I want Ascalon so bad, please. No.
I'm Lava, a caster. Here to join you simply because I'm bored and want something to do. But I heard my sworn.
That's 32. There's that one friend who cross-dresses, the other one who's... Huh? I'm the one who... Does it count as cross... Actually, no, I boy mode all the time. That's cross-dressing. I don't understand this. Okay, we got more looter. The 5-star I got? Todifons? Or Aroma? Guys like to cross-dress while cosplaying? I know that. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. What are you talking about? What are we at, 35?
Are you Doctor? Nice to meet you.
Come on.
I'm Lava, a caster. Here to join you.
I haven't got a 6-star in so long. I've got to be over pity. This is standard headhunting. I've got to be over pity. There we go. Come on. Please.
ラビニア・ファルコーネと申します。すでにシラクーザ都市裁判官の任は解かれておりますので、オペレーターのペナンスとしてご挨拶申し上げます。ロドスとの業務にて、過去の過ちを少しずつでも償っていく所存です。
I don't know how to feel about this. Boom. Aww. Okay, fine. I'll stop. That's disappointing! Ascalon's so pretty. I wanted her. At least I get penance, I guess. And Aroma and Luto. Did I get 6? No, I got 5. And okay. Okay, wait, hang on. Who? It was Kafka, Torifons, April. So I have 5. Hang on, I gotta fill this. I have a spreadsheet that I need to fill out now. So if I go Arknights operators spreadsheet. Don't try and coerce me into doing more, because I will. I know I will. Okay, we got 5 potential on Looter. Okay, so I got Looter, and I got Aroma. I only got 1 Aroma, so 1. And then I got Penance somehow. One. Save. Then, okay, I need to go to Job Sniper. April is now 4 pot. April potential 4. Toddy ones. Is potential 2. April Toddy funds Kafka. Potential 3. Is that all I got? I think that's all I got. Okay. Alrighty. Now, where is Looter? Because I need to level her up.
こういったやり方を用いれば死傷者を減らせるのですね。昇進の意味するところはおおむね理解しています。士官は兵士よりも丈夫なコートを身にまとい、より多くの高価なものを携えていますから。
She's so cute. Listen to her voice. Ooh, what is this? Okay, what are her... Okay, so she gets... Oh, she has powers. Okay. Stops attacking and deploys a massive shield, creating a powerful magnetic field. Gains defense, deals arts damage to all nearby ground enemies, and drags... What the frick? That's crazy. Okay. I'm gonna try that. Okay, upgrade skill. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Store. Certificates. Oh, I can do this. And then 2 Fuscus fibers? Fuscus fibers? Okay. Now, all the way. Okay, I need to get stuff. That's fine. She can stay here for now. That'll do for this very moment. What do I need? I need 1 device. I need 5 defender. I need money. Money and devices should be fine. I'll grab these later. Okay. Okay. Now, I guess it's time for the event. Unless I do, I want to do like 6 more pulls. That'll leave me with 50. Okay. Okay. 6, just 6 more. Just 6.
Good day.
See, it's Moose. It's lucky.
Please call me Moose.
It's lucky. Come on. Come on. Oh.
Gosh, Rhodes Island has
Stop
great
it.
pay and benefits.
Stop it, April.
Oh, sorry, Doctor. I'm just a little shocked. My code name
Stop
is
it, April.
Nah, yeah. It's the name of my favorite song.
Hi, Nyan. How go?
お客様、私に最高の笑顔を見せてくれませんか。
バーミル、ハンターだ。
Come on. Please.
Is this the office of the doctor? I've been looking for the place quite a while, and it'd be really appreciated if... what?
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, 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 I don't get Ascalon. I've done 54 pulls, no Ascalon. I don't want to whale. I'm not a whale. I don't want a whale. Okay. It's fine. I'll get Ascalon when she appears in the yellow sets shop. These two are available via recruit, so there's no point in me getting them here. I'll eventually get them through recruit. Buy pulls from gold set shop? No, 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 no. It's more worth that I target in gold set shop. You don't save any yellow sets? No, I want to use them to buy all of the 5 stars that I don't have that are only headhunting available. I feel like that's a good use of them. What? Okay, hang on, wait. If I save this, and then I sort this column... Oh, frick. Okay, I hate Excel. Okay, my data has headers. Column C... Good, okay. I don't have Ukafu, Almond, Black Knight, La Pluma, Lapland, Provisor, Rock, Sora, or Vendella. And they're all only available by headhunting. And then out of the other the 5 stars that are available via recruit that I don't have is Auster, Beeswax, Executor, Hung, Lionheart, Liscum, Province, Stasis, Swire, Tsukinogi, and Warcrone. Ascalon won't be in the gold set shop for like 2 years. Yeah, but like I can be that patient, I think. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna use her in those 2 years. I'm not using 6 stars until I have every 5-star done. And I'm not using 5 stars until I have every 4-star done. So like, you know, I did get all the 3 stars done though. All the 3 stars, they all done. Like, if you look in here, sort by rarity. There they are, all level 55. All level 55, all max pot, all potential, all rank 7. Being patient is pain, but like, fine. If you're complaining, I will do one more 10 pull. Just one more. Maybe one more. At least I don't even get Luther, and it's Kazumaru. Okay, hi Kazumaru. I don't even get Ludo. I want my last potential on Ludo, please. You were talking about patience in general, not. Oh, I see. Shh. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Also, Kazumaru shows up too often. Look at this. She's already. I haven't pulled on a banner that she's been on. She's already 5 pot. It's fine. It's fine. I still have 40 pulls. 40 pulls is something. Who am I supposed to be saving for next? Wishadel? No, sorry, Wishadel. Who cares about that? And she'll have a free temple anyway. I'll get her off the free temple. This luck has been bad, so so next luck has to be good. You can't pull a lot of the 5 stars you're missing in event banners. Oh no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about I'm still pulling for Ascalon. And also, when I say 5 star, I mean I was hoping for a Bruma. Anyway, Babel. Babel. I'm gonna get hurt by this event, aren't I? Oh no. Oh, nice. They're still going with the outfit things? Witchcraft! I like this idea. Goodness. Already got goosebumps from this. Okay, so we get Otter at 5. And it has an MO stage and S stages and everything. Oh no. And 10 main stages? Oh goodness. Oh goody goodness. Wish me luck. Oh god, I'm gonna have to read from the start. A speck of blood red upon speckless white. Unfinished goodbye. Oh no. A boy cries in his dreams. To weather the blizzard, a girl wraps him within her cloak and wipes his tears away. Freezing, gusting, the air screams on. Softly, the Cyclops tells of an epic tale. Far, far away. Through the snowstorm seams her voice comes. The myriad souls' calls become harmony with it. The boy's whimpers, the drum of their beat. The dream is bitter cold. Within, the girl seizes a faint breath. She covers the boy's eyes and closes her own. Even now, even here, for them, the ballad from 1,000 years ago is still playing. Armies fell upon our home, then I saw them from afar. From valleys to hills, our lands they scarred. The king slaughtered, the myriad souls did lament. Yet one sovereign fell, 6 heroes rose. They blew the horn, led the fight, faced their foes. Alas, the wanderer's city collapsed, to ruin swift as the fleeting peace elapsed. When all seemed lost, a black crown appeared. The twins brought hope where dread had reared. Spreads the rift, giving birth to betrayal. An assassin in the heart of the tempest. Them I saw from afar. A sword to slay the regent king. A spear to pierce the royal ring. Legend ends as justice calls. To righteous fate, the mighty falls. That is how this episode ends. The Cyclops fades into the blizzard of the dreamscape, leaving the child behind her. The boy's own cries grow distant from his ears. He wakes. Summer, 1094. The outskirts of an abandoned town in Kazdal. That is how this episode ends, Ascalon. My story is over. That is what my people, the Cyclops, bound for the deep north, saw as they gazed their last of Kazdal. Was that a page from long-lost history, a possible future yet to come, or plain, meaningless gibbering? None knew for the past millennium, until they came, and fate's rapids begin to narrow into a surer course. And now, the fate she saw has drawn before our eyes. I don't care.
I'm surprised you'd even hear me out.
Bright red blood creeps along his mask, trickling down his chest. Ascalon's eyes narrow a hair. He's out of luck. You're about to die, so I gave you one last token of respect.
Those prophecies never did gnaw at you in all the time we knew each other, no? And that's why you will never understand how a greedy soul thirsts to control his fate.
Choose better last words.
I know how you hurry to convene with those Babel members. Babel members. Babel? Babel members. But it's not yet time for you to leave. Look, the catastrophe is near. Funny. I'm curious now. What was it you found within the storm?
Step aside.
No commission left unfinished. That's the rule I set myself back when I was at the Scar Market. Alive, or... Ugh.
A dawn-like mist is wound about the Cyclops' neck as Ascalon vanishes behind him, leaving his body to dangle over the cliff's edge. You ever seen your own end, then?
I don't care for prophecies. We have that in common. But fact is, none of us can outrun fate. Don't you want to struggle out of it? Or what makes you not? Why can you not? How can you not? Never forget, you have your place in the prophecies too.
Whimpering, storming. A plaintive chant rings in their ears, an elegy over the horizon from the convalesce of the banshees, sucked into the storm's eyes. Ascalon gives an involuntary shudder. She is ice cold from head to toe. An indescribable pain rips from behind her ears down to the soles of her feet. This nameless elegy, this ill omen.
Farewell, Kazdal.
A single sigh reaches Ascalon. Her hand tightens fast until not even the faintest sound will leave Scar-Eye's throat again. And then, she lets go.
Damned fate.
In a blink, the tremendous figure of the Cyclops becomes no more than a speck below the overhang. The mist scatters to the storm. The shadow of a hood goes with it. All vanishes within the teardrops falling from the cliff. Gasps, rolls of thunder from catastrophe clouds, whistles as the sand is swept across the barrens. The sound of everything culminates in silence. Londinium, Victoria.
Now, lift your heads, sarcas of hers. If you would still see through the calling she bestowed you, here I stand. Come step forth. You may avenge her.
My name is stitched onto my clothes, stitched by Her Highness Teresa's own hands. I can feel it faintly burning right this moment, and I know what that means. The mission she assigned us is over. We'll clash with you no more. The Sarkaz do not draw on each other before the invader. We pledge our loyalty to you, Regent. So long as you still hold your zeal and earnestness for the Sarkaz, we will trust you with our lives.
Even though you nearly ruined all the plans we'd set up in Victoria.
Should the military commission put us to death, we will be willing to die. As long as it could bring a better end. And an end as she wished.
A moment ago you were the renegades in chief, all but ready to entomb our plans. How can I possibly believe? Manfred. As she wished, you said. Your name, Deathmonger.
Julie.
I will remember it, and I will hand you your final mission. Guards, assassins, mercenaries, survivors of this sea of bloodshed, one and all, you are to enter the mausoleum of kings. You are to render Victoria's iron heart as scrap. You are to ambush and wipe out every last steam knight.
You'd let us take part in the Commission's core plan to enfeeble Londinium?
Manfred will take good care of you.
There's no chance we leave that place alive, is there?
You're welcome to fight for it.
Very well.
What's keeping you here?
I'm just taking it in. I'm looking at the one who fostered Ascalon. She never rid herself of you. I swore to follow Her Highness Teresa, with no inkling that the tale of the mixed-blood twins, rewriters of Casdel's history, would end this way. Let alone that this disposable life of mine had a place in it. Farewell, Your Highness Teresis. I take my hatred of you to the grave. Rhodes Island of Babel, Casdel. I know this theme. This means Calcit. Keep going, Calcit. Sorry, I really love this music. What was the event called? Calcit's event. Oh, it's so pretty. Sorry. Never since the day she was born has this corridor felt so endlessly long to Calcit. Monster.
My dame, do not bury us. Casdel's soil cannot hold any more traitors.
Finish him. I know that, even left on your own, your step will never falter. Amir! Doctor! System unresponsive. This is... Monster, cut the door down! Monster, melt down. You believe loneliness is yours alone, that you have none of the same kind, yet from the day you woke again, we've walked shoulder to shoulder, haven't we? Immortal empires turn to dust, elders' scepters rent in two under the ancients' rallying cries. Pulses over the sky like a surge, the immutable rhythm of the stars, from resplendent glimmer to dull collapse. Death, rebirth, the all-encompassing cycle, she's ever so familiar with it. Teresa. Yet still, one day I'll choose to slow down, to stop in place where I am. When I do, Kaltzit, don't grieve. Keep going. Kaltzit subconsciously searches her memories. Death, rebirth, the all-encompassing cycle. No, it's not the same this time. Not quite. For the first time she must bid to the first who could ever converse with her as an equal. To her dearest friend, farewell. Teresa. So Kaltzit, it's time to say goodbye. Amir, Doctor, but... I always say one day, our wandering is bound to end. One day the Sarkaz's wandering is bound to end. Now your wandering too has reached its end point. I knew full well this possibility always existed. Why? I should have stayed behind. It's my... Because I believe in Rhodes Island. I believe in Babel. I believe in you. Kaltzit, I hope the Rhodes Island can always be a place you name home. An island you may always return to. I already did everything I could do. I won't harbor complaint for my own end. Babel's mission is concluded, while you and this landship have only just set sail. I am not the same kind as you, Kaltzit. I cannot explain away your puzzlement, but I have always been your companion. Then, now, and after, I will always be with you all. Now. Well, that's a start. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm not surprised it did that. I'm not surprised it started there. But, oh, goodness. I knew this day would come. gotta shake myself out of that one. Come on.
Hello, Doctor.
Please at least tell me that my squad was saved. That threw off the mood so much. Damn. That's annoying. Yes.
Doctor, せっかくの休みだし、私の最新
Hi, Sultan.
見てこ。
I'm doing alright. How about you?
Hello, Doctor.
Sorry, it just kicked me back to the home screen because the day reset. So now I have to do all this. Okay, back here. Okay, did not save my squad, damn it. Okay. You're doing fine? The throat hurts from voicing yesterday the story with a friend? I see. Oh, there's my name. 64 years ago, autumn 10:30. Scar Market, Casdell.
You protect this tag around your neck with your life. You're my precious property slave. You understand? You'd better be worth something. Stay here and don't move. You inspect the goods.
The slave trader casts a glance at the silent slave behind the mercenary's back, then slightly shakes his head.
Where'd you get it? Found him on my way here, dying of thirst and about to become Mangler Chow. Thought he could fetch a good price. I came from Casdell. I can find someone who... Doesn't matter to us where you're from, slave. Say your Higashinese for all we care, as long as someone buys you out. I'm just checking if you've got a tail. You never know where those mercs get their goods. I promise you he's clean. You'd better not be messing with me. Cash or barter. Ain't gonna live long enough for money to mean something. Give me some good weapons. You're the boss. He's second rate at best. That'll net you 2 blades, freshly cast. How about you take another look with your eyes open this time? You can dress him up as first rate, but it won't change anything. If you don't like our offer, feel free to get lost. And put the machete of yours away. This is the Scar Market you're in. Can you throw in more? I was out on the Lithuanian border before I got back. I've got first-hand intel about the whole war in the core.
Well, here's something for nothing. Careful what you spew out of your mouth if you want to stay alive here. Mouthing around, you have valuable first-hand intel. You want to guess what that will get you? Leave the goods and scram. You're holding up the line. Not happy? Drown your sorrows in the bar. Our boss, Scar-Eye, brews one heck of a drink. Doesn't matter if you can't pay your tab. They'll take your weapons as collateral. Merc.
One more thing. Where do you run your bounty board? I'm here to strike it rich.
The barfolk will be happy to inform you. The merc stares around this floating hub, hidden away in the giant subterranean hollow beneath Casdell. Amidst the moans of the slaves, the faint yet constant rubble of lava and bursts of originium dust can be heard rising from beneath the market. Eyeing the rugged path behind him, the mercenary recalls the perils he faced to reach here from the surface and shudders.
Just how many people are there in that goddamn chasm?
Hi Cha-Cha, you gave into Ascalon. You got her in 49 pulls. Oh no. GG Walter. I have 40 pulls left and I still didn't get her. I think I did 64 and still didn't get her. Or something like that. We can check after. I really want Ascalon. I care about Ascalon more than Walter, but still, I don't think I'm going to save up enough pulls before the next limited after that. And I need to save for Marseille. Enough to break your fall if you jumped. Welcome to the Scar Market, Greenhorn. You'll love it here.
What's the deal over there? Why the crowd?
Probably another big name just rolled back into town. Aren't you here to strike it rich? Go on then. I'd rather keep my horns out of that mess.
The merc vaguely makes a...
The merc vaguely makes out a pale white figure fitting through the chaotic gloom of the street. White clothes. You don't see that every day in Casdell.
You're injured. Tell me something I don't know.
You're...
Hmm? The last time I was here, it was someone else handling transactions.
Yes. You're referring to my grandfather. He never stopped bragging about how he'd fought you and lived. I'm surprised you'd remember him. In the good sense, though, that means he wasn't lying all this time. It must have been 60 years ago by now. General Teresus.
Already? How sad that nothing here has changed at all.
I imagine with Her Highness here too, there'll be no more violence this time, eh? Even if things get bloody, eventually you'll leave, but we'll always be here, General. We'll always have business, so long as Casdell's unrest never rests. Even now I remember one thing my grandpa mentioned in his boasts. He said to you, it's the land of Casdell that needs us. Teresus looks at the slaves, their heads down in their cages. He draws his sword.
War and turmoil have necessitated this trade for over a century, this Scar Market.
General,
Provided you can reach the surface alive, take a fresh look at Casdell. Much of what you know will soon change. All Sarkaz will be part of this change.
all? Us too?
Yes. I'm not inclined to explain our vision to the likes of you, but I will stay here a while longer and wait for her return. Until then, I welcome you mercenaries to challenge me, just as 60 years ago. I will take you to Casdell, willingly or otherwise.
His voice isn't loud, but every Sarkaz present hangs on to his every word. The mixed blood Sarkaz stands alone. No retinue, no army armed only with an... No army. Okay, No retinue, no army, armed only with an ordinary looking longsword. Damn it, in dashes. Casually held in the hand that wields it. His steely gaze pierces through the dim of the street, settling calmly in the direction of the only person he cares for. You can dismiss the mercenaries in an ambush. No doubt they're your most trusted men.
This is out of my respect for the King of Sarkaz. None aside from the general can claim to know your true motives after all. Your Highness, do you truly believe this can change the fate of Sarkaz? That you're not just another ill-fated hero caught in this cycle of hope and failure?
Once the dust is all settled, your answer will come naturally. Following that Pyrrhic victory, we built from zero a moving city, the great nomad of Sarkaz soil for over a century now. We can evade catastrophes and foreign armies. Our development has finally reached a point of basic self-sufficiency, but it's so far from enough. The storm has long been brewing on the horizon, but we were too oblivious, like a burden beast too slow to react, too old to move.
Your Highness must be referring to that war between 𝍊🋼 and Gaul.
Surely you too are aware of the magnitude of that war. Corsica... I even secretly hired... Huh? Corsica, I even secretly hired our royal court casters as his consultants. But despite a period of seclusion, 𝍊🋼's Witch King thwarted Gaul's offences with his opening move. And now, Ursus and Victoria have also declared war on Gaul. These present empires display a might so far removed from the enemy 130 years ago, against which we staked all Kazdel just to barely prevail. That was already a victory in name only. If Kazdel must now be thrust into the same situation, how could it possibly end?
It is for this end that you wish to establish the military commission of Kazdel. Yet the old aristocrats of the royal court grew resentful, refusing to relinquish their sumptuous city lives and viewing this as an attempt to challenge their privileges.
A century of peace is enough for certain memories to slip their minds.
So what made you deign to come here in person? Do you see the Scar Market as the royal court for the bottom feeders, where the likes of us scrape by and make merry?
My only hope is for more Sarkaz to join us, and resist the voices that refuse to embrace change.
Resist? Perhaps your Highness meant terrorize and purge.
What I want is a reform, not a slaughter.
So what's the reward? The Scar Market's not a real royal court. What we have with the mercenaries is partnership, not fealty. Without compensation, no one will work for us.
Reward? Are the spoils of war not enough? Are the riches, power, or food that should have gone to the hungry people not enough to sate your appetite? You claim to provide shelter and a livelihood for countless Sarkaz warriors with your rhetoric of justice, yet I could almost hear the bones crunch as you squeeze them dry for profit.
Sorry, but in this business we eat people whole and chew on their bones.
Scar-Eye, you too are Sarkaz. You too are a part of Kazdel. While Teresa cannot see what expression lies behind Scar-Eye's mask, his emotions are clear as day before her pitch-black crown. No commoner in Kazdel will ever defy the royal court, but in his emotions, all Teresa sees is fervor and bloodthirst. You won't refuse?
Why would I? Do you think I'm scared they'll take revenge on me? The royal court's no mystery to me. Your Highness knows that plenty well. And let me say, you've promised me, no doubt, the best reward I could ask for. We thrive on chaos, and I can see the level of chaos you will bring upon Kazdal.
The fact you've kept the name Scar tells me that your ideas haven't changed.
Like you said, the nations of Terra have grown tremendously in power over the last century. We could throw more revenants into the soul furnace and stoke its flames, but it'll not close that gap. So why force the people who aren't really of the same race to band together, call themselves Sarkaz, and build a giant target called Kazdal? The war between the four superpowers has proven that other Terra nations can accept our existence as mercenaries, and that's where the Scar market comes in. And your Highness surely knows that we've become a community, a town, because many of us could never fit into the elitist, bloodline-obsessed royal court. In all these years, I may have helped just as many Sarkaz find a new way of life as the 6 heroes, if not even more. And I'm not the least bit ashamed to say it, Your Highness, King of Sarkaz.
Teresa does not reply. All she offers is a faint smile at the Cyclops. It suddenly occurs to Scarai that this King of Sarkaz belongs to no royal court and represents no bloodline. Her sole aim is to persuade the Sarkaz who are unwilling to believe that Kazdal can be built, some of whom who have even committed crimes for this cause, to believe once more. But is she enough to break free from this cycle of tragic failures, from the ending he foresaw?
Come to think of it, there's one thing I don't get, Your Highness. I might have agreed to help you, but why didn't you and General Teresis simply burn this place to the ground before the day's end? I would have little chance of winning if you decided to do so, just like you did 60 years ago.
A minute ago, you described Kazdal as nothing but a target, and that you want another way for the Sarkaz to live. One that would have them depend on other nations.
Yes?
So tell me, in your prophetic visions, have you seen Kazdal's destruction? Have you seen my death, Teresis' death, and the destruction of all that you stand against? And what about yourself? How do you behold your death? A slow and agonizing death by Eripathy? Slain in the battle on foreign soil? Or drowned in a sea of plots and conspiracies? Have you ever left this place and seen Kazdal as it is now? Have you ever truly seen the future?
Is this your way of asking for a prophecy? I don't give handouts, but for your Highness I'll consider a discount.
Such nerve! No wonder you were able to claw your way out of this bleakness and rebuild this mercenary's paradise. But I'll pass on the prophecy. Prophecies and fate have no value. It's getting late. I look forward to your return to Kazdal. He watches her go and heaves a long sigh, only when even her footsteps fall from earshot. Son of a bitch. Foresight, prophecies, his own death. He bought his coffin this very morning.
Tally up the losses.
Boss, the slaves.
Set them free. They're bound to get tangled up in the Scar market after the war begins anyway. At most, we lose out on pocket change. Did anyone take on General Teresis and survive?
Yes, I've noted them all down.
Take them to suppliers for a little reward. They've got real balls. When you're done, take them to the bar entrance and kill them all in front of everyone. Send their heads to General Teresis as an apology.
Got it.
Send their rewards to whatever family and friends they have as bereavement. Tell every merc looking to make a living in the Scar Market, I don't want to see anyone trying funny shit on my turf.
He heads alone to the bar, the tags on his cloak jangling in his steps. He stands prominently in the crowd, watching as the blades take the light from the mercenary's eyes. Still, no one fights back. Utter disappointment.
Drinks are on the house tonight, both to celebrate the two highnesses sparing your lives, and to celebrate the huge gig you've all just landed. Your objective is in Kazdel. Get your shit ready. Soon you're all going to be in the city.
Secret entrance of the Scar Market, Kazdel.
You've been quiet for some time now, Teresa. Are you hesitating?
No, I have confidence in you. A reshuffle of the War Council is inevitable. It's just... I've been thinking about the city's future. War won't stop itself at Gaul. Our pace has fallen too far behind. Corsica I commands... Oh, Corsica I see. Corsica I commands an indomitable fleet of dreadnoughts and guard battalions. The mad king of 𝍊🼼 has more than his arts in his arsenal to affect Gaul's future. The industrial might of both Ursus and Victoria in the throes of a large-scale war has far surpassed our imaginations.
Many assume to know war like the back of their hands simply by living long enough through it. If our concept of war still lingers on the great battle from a century ago, then we have drastically underestimated how quickly wars can nourish empires and fuel dictatorships. This is exactly why we need a military commission.
It's more than that, Teresus.
I know.
When the day comes, when the Sarkaz wish to live on, if a brittle, creaking city is all they have to call their own, it will be far from enough. Do you remember the idea I proposed, back when Kaltzit was designing the city's blueprints with us?
Babel.
To transcend the borders of race and nation, to echo far and wide in our ideals, in our epics.
Founded by a Sarkaz.
We will prepare Kazdel for the coming crisis, strive to eradicate the poverty and disease that have plagued them for millennia, and send a message to all of Terra. There will come a future when we stand as one. The Sarkaz, too, are a part of Terra's destiny.
This is not the first Teresus has heard of her idea. Apart from the dame who left after helping build the nomadic city of Kazdel many years ago, he alone knows the true belief of the current king of Sarkaz. Kazdel won't accept this, Babel. You and I know that well. It's but a dream of attempting to subvert reality. Yes, for now at least. We can't be talking of such grand ideals while even our own affairs are slipping away from us. It's my hope that this Babel can become a part of Kazdel, Teresus. Are you prepared, then? As I said before, it's not just the other nations that will oppose you. Kazdel and the Sarkaz clinging to their hatred will also stand against you. It is cruel to force them to forgive and forget. The persecution of the Sarkaz is not history. The ancient hatred is what drives many to survive until this day. I am the king of Sarkaz. The responsibility is all mine to bear. I must show them a way out of this. I see. Then go. Do what you will. Teresa, I still do not approve of your vision, but I do support your decision, and the future military commission will too. If your gaze is set too far to see what lies before you, then I shall sweep away all that obstructs you at the moment, just as always.
I know.
Come, let's go home. Kersdal still needs us for what's about to happen.
Oh yes. Scarai mentioned the prophecy again as I was leaving. The signs of a pessimistic fate.
And your reaction?
I don't care.
Agreed.
Kasdal, a strange yet familiar name. Many from this great land see it as the pit from which devils crawl, a terrible place to be avoided at all costs, while to the Sarkaz, the name only evokes equally conflicted emotions. Despite generations of Sarkaz passing on, that Kasdal is the Sarkaz's homeland. An outsider might wonder if they mean the city, or the entirety of those lands. Perhaps only they themselves know.
It never struck me on the way out just how high this wall is. Oh well. At least I can go home alive now. That means I'm pretty lucky. That man in the Scar Market, that was General Teresis, the first of this city's founders, the hero of that legendary campaign. Ugh, if I had the courage to ask him to take me in, maybe I could have just... I'm dreaming again.
He sits atop the high wall, experiencing for the first time a new lease on life. Few of Kasdal's civilian Sarkaz, save for those children who haven't yet cottoned onto the fear of death, ever climb onto the city wall. If the tremendous pipes and tubes piled high can be even called a wall, the intricately tangled forest of originium spikes can take the lives of anyone who loses their footing, but it also serves as a haven for pilferers and mercenaries to stash their goods. Smugglers and vagrants cross through dark underground, peeking out from the tunnels and drains at the mines and factories, scuttling from one corner of the city to another. The life the slave once knew.
The General gave me a fresh start. So, what should I do from now on?
He gazes at the furnace, burning and smouldering far away, teeming with indiscernible workers as they carry originium, steel, dirt, and stones into its hearth. To Kasdal the Nomad, its flames bring motion, while the molten metal that flows out adds new appendage to the city. For a whole century, it's belched its incessant black smoke. None know whether it's ash or originium dust. Some say it's the bitter anger and anguish as the revenants exhale their last breaths. Witchcraft altars hang high in the sky, intermittently flashing their blinding rays. The slave has heard many different versions of their urban legend. The most frightening version claims that the royal court's casters work day and night on the altars, watching everything and listening to every conversation in the city. Maybe I can try my luck at the factories too. It doesn't matter what else. I've made it back alive.
It's been months since I left. I don't know how many of my friends are still alive.
Sorry about that. I was reading the wrong voice. The nomadic city of Kasdal. Kasdal.
What happened here? Why are all the doors open and the furniture all smashed?
Pultup, you're back.
It's you. What are you doing here? Where'd you get that ornament?
Something big is happening. royal court nobles are being dragged out of their homes and being killed by mercenaries appearing from nowhere, while the city guards do nothing. A lot of us have been sneaking into the empty houses, and boy have we dredged up some good stuff. How are you still alive, though? Word got out you wanted to leave the city and find your own way, and, well, after so long, we'd all assumed you died out there.
You won't believe my luck. First I was left to die without food or water, then I was taken to the Scar Market, but guess what? General Teresus saved my life. The general himself. Then on the way home I ran into this guy with a halo over his head, calling himself a messenger, and he brought me all the way back to the city wall. So I've decided to change my name to Good Luck starting today. You guys can forget that lousy old name of mine.
A guy with a halo, a sancta, and then the general? You sure I learned how to lie, Good Luck.
Believe me or don't, but either way, today is a fresh new start for me. I'm gonna go be a miner.
I looted a Noxera's house earlier and found some hot air balloons. Wanna launch me on one and put that luck of yours to good use?
I'm in.
Well, that was fast.
Man, it feels good to be home.
Good Luck glances around at the people swarming in the street. This is the life he knows. If he wants to survive, the city will always offer him a way.
Thank you, Fate. And thank you, General. Oh my goodness, that was so long. Before just the first mission.
Oh goodness. How long is this going to take? What is that? Excuse me. I thought they were going to run straight to the exit, and I got really scared. Yeah.
I thought you wanted me here to fix a lock. What? You think you're gonna grind me down with numbers?
The bubbles are funny. Okay, Luto. I forgot I was supposed to be using Luto. I'll remove hummus. I think they might die before they even reach Luto. She got one attack in. That's something. Autumn! 1031. The nomadic city of Kazdel.
Hey, let me through already.
Hey, no shoving. You want a good spot? I'll trade you mine for some high purity originium out of the mines. Don't just grab the leaflet out of my hands. The blood all over you stinks.
Can't help it when you're breaking into dead people's houses. Lingonas. That's how you read that word, right? Where's Lingonas?
Gol.
Oh, where's Gaul?
How the fuck should I know where Gaul is? Hi, Madeline! I'm well. How are you?
Hey, what's with that attitude?
Shh! The Highnesses and the Royal Court big shots are discussing something in the chamber. I heard it's about reorganizing the city. Haven't you noticed all the extra guards on the streets recently? So quiet down a bit.
Weather's been real stuffy lately. It is decided. The military commission will replace the war council in assisting the King of Sarkaz Teresa in decision-making related to Kazdel's military and political affairs. The military commission will be the sole administration of Kazdel, and none will have the authority to issue commands to the Sarkaz in the royal court's name. All present have already received the details of this resolution. To the royal court leaders who still wish to cling onto the war council, know that the military commission of Kazdel will become the final bastion of the Sarkaz, our eternal fortress, and the usher of a new order.
Are there any further questions? Sending love and wishing the best. I'll send love back. I hope you end up doing well. I hope your day goes well. I hope your stream goes well. I hope everything goes well. Your Highness appears more haggard than you did yesterday. Please look after your health. No military commission is worth it, if it comes at the cost of your Highness's health. 𝍊𝋼𝍊𝋼𝍊, thank you. I know how hard you have worked for this day, and I also know how Kazdel today views the banshees of the Convalis. But before I state our position, I encountered a lost envoy of the Liches on my journey here. He entrusted me with a letter for your Highnesses, that he couldn't even find the road here. Let this be proof of the immense changes Kazdel has undergone. A letter from 𝍊𝋼𝍼𝍼. If things are going as expected, your Highness's messenger would still not have received any news from the Cyclops. Rather than waiting for the response from deep in the blizzard, should we not hear how the Liches of 𝍊𝋼𝍼𝍼 answer? You're right. It has been a very long time since the Sarkaz were able to truly unite. Oh? The ornate calligraphy upon the letter turns into silken threads that float above the paper and weave into the shape of a familiar figure. Fremont, a lich who has long resided in 𝍊𝋼𝍼𝍼. It appears that he is now the first scribe for the Liches. It seems that the arts practiced by the Liches of 𝍊𝋼𝍼𝍼 have seen some stylistic changes. Oh, he appears rather excited. Why is there only an image but no sound? Well, the Lich envoy did suggest to me that he was rather vexed with refining his master's words. But never did I imagine he would simply erase all the sound. In short, Fremont apologizes on behalf of the Liches. They are enthralled as ever by their quest for knowledge, and are therefore unable to afford the distraction of making the long journey here. But if Kazdel were ever in need of their knowledge, they would happily throw wide the gates to their temple for the people that they have chosen. I am sure that with your abilities, your Highness can understand Fremont's attitude on the matter from his image alone. To me, it appears as though he is sensitive to drastic change, as has always been his wont. Ah yes, there is another letter from Fremont, one addressed directly to the General.
Might I remind you, 𝍊𝋼𝍰𝍼𝍼, that you are nobody's messenger. You have not yet expressed where the Banshee Court stands.
I assumed that we had reached an understanding in the course of reminiscing yesterday. The Banshees will not participate. We are still recovering from the wounds inflicted by the past war. Perhaps other Sarkars will castigate us for this, but all present should know that since the war, the elegies have yet to cease in our valley. We have suffered grievous losses. If Kazdel calls in the aid of the Banshees once more, then I will give the same promise as Fremont. The Banshees will be there. But until that day, you'll find us willing but unable. Naturally, I myself will render what little assistance I'm able to give from this day onwards. That's more than we could ask for. Thank you, 𝍊🋼🍊. You are welcome, Your Highness. You know where I stand. For the past 100 years, I have always stood by the decisions you have made. I can only hope that your brother does not blame us for watching from the sidelines. Next, Lord 𝍊🋼🍊, the 𝍊🋼🍊 King. You were once the leader of the War Council and the mentor of Teresis and I. What is your opinion on these many proposals? Where do the other council members that you represent stand on the matter?
Have you discussed them with the Have you discussed them with the Damazti cluster?
They have long since taken root in Kazdel. Under many different names and faces, we have had many conversations over the years, and they have no objections.
Then I have no objections of my own. Your Highness need not worry about the bureaucratic hurdles, policy imperfections, and enforcement mechanisms. Where I stand is also where the other members of the Council stand. We all know what we truly long for. A turnabout, a change, a banner. Go, do as you will. We will, 𝍊🋼🍊🍊 King. I promise you that. I trust that this stagnant and dulled war can take on a new form in your hands.
I notice you have not said a word at this entire meeting. 𝍊🋼🍊🍊 vampires. To take the War Council and the century of history behind it, and sweep it into the gutter alongside the exalted heroic age and what little triumphs within, is that the General's decision?
It is our decision. Speak your mind, 𝍊🋼🍊🍊.
𝍊🋼🍊🍊 lowers his gaze. Teresa's white skirt is mottled with many a blackened blood stain. The 𝍊🋼🍊🍊 is highly attuned to such matters. He senses the blood of the lowly, the foul stench of the fallen descendants, and the murky taint of the royal court members who willingly debased themselves. I thank your highnesses for purifying the filthy blood that I so abhor in my stead, but never have I needed to hide my requests behind honeyed words, such as it has been for every king of the past, and so it will be for you. The military commission is merely an attempt to hide Sarkar's witchcraft and blood behind a more modern, more efficient name. Truth be told, I feel this is insignificant. More than insignificant, it is simply not necessary. You retract the proposal on behalf of the Vampire Court? 𝍊🋼🍊🍊 glances at Teresis, but Teresis remains indifferent to him. Time has left almost no trace on the mixed blood Sarkars. He stands steadfast by Teresa's side, the same nameless warrior who stood by the seamstress a century ago. His eyes never fall on the vampire. Not a rejection, no. I am merely expressing some minor frustrations about this meeting. You are great and powerful, all of you are. How long has it been since so many members of the royal court have gathered here in Kazdel? Not to mention that it was you who defeated the foolish coalition in the prior age, and wrestled the future into your own hands before personally establishing the War Council. And now you wish to personally change this council? Why? Look about you at the other dignitaries of this chamber. You have long reached a consensus. Your only obstacle to your military commission is myself and the vampires. You would foist some ridiculous title upon me before forcing all vampires to bow down to your commission. When did you learn this political trickery that those Victorians and Lathanians so love? Why not just take my head here and now and slaughter the vampires within this city's walls?
This meeting was not convened to persecute anyone.
Was it not? It was convened to discuss how to bring Kazdel into a new age. A new age? In that so-called age of the 6 heroes, the songs love to praise. What I saw was bloodthirst and violence. I had thought that when I arrived in Kazdel, I would be greeted with the sound of Yilish's warning. But what did I see in wailing? Yilish's sorry, I'm terrible with names. Yilish's wailing. But what did I see instead? I saw the coalition routed. Witchcraft. Enough to cover the land and fill the skies crushed the enemy front. The power of the Sarkaz shook the earth. I felt amazement. I felt excitement. Spurred by my passion, I took the head of the Lathanian envoy who had orchestrated the coalition and offered it to the War Council. Nezsalem. That war was the true beginning of a new age. I thought you would agree with me. Have you too succumbed to the schemes and politics and shut your ears to the echoes of the abyss?
The abyss has no place for you, Tukarael. The abyss has no place for you, Tukarael. Do not drag me into your tantrum.
Oh, my apologies. But I am curious. What position do they offer the esteemed Sarkaz Master of War in the Military Commission that has rendered even you so short-sighted?
All I await is the next war.
And what war would that be?
If it pleases you, Your Highness. Come, Tukarael. I will show you.
Teresa nods her head in silent approval. The king of Sarkaz's emotions envelop the entire chamber and all the members of the royal court. Through the king's eyes, they see ruination and grief. They see the century-old order that the Gaulish Empire so painstakingly maintained within the core region obliterated by the combined forces of the... Excuse me? How fucking dare you? They see Ligonis, the capital of the world, doomed to never again appear on a map of terror. They see the century-old order that the Gaulish Empire so painstakingly maintained within the core region obliterated by the combined forces of Ursus, Victoria, and Lathanian. Those present recall the campaign that reduced Kazdel to dust, but it is not yet over. An even further future, an even further fantasy, an even further possibility. It is no longer a story to reflect upon. Rather, it is a speculation, a deduction, a prediction, and a verdict. But none question it, for all possibilities must be treated equally, even for the one they see. And its ending is equally significant and indisputable as any other. It is a change, a turning point in history, a divergence of fate. A crucial war looms on the horizon. It will span from now into the distant future, impacting every Sarkaz and all of Terra. All present has seen their positions in that war, the roles that they wish to play.
You should understand now, vampire. You should understand what these visions mean. Or perhaps you have begun to grow weak and feeble as the Elish in the short span of 100 years. You were once a warrior. I cannot deny that, but are you saying that a new and reborn Kazdel requires the royal court to relinquish its former authority? Close, but not quite. The new Kazdel will no longer require the royal court's former authority. It will be more modern, more efficient, Ďukárael. How can the Sarkaz speak of unity while you continue to indulge in your noble bloodlines? Will it come from the rule of the royal court? You may still rule over your own court and maintain the power and prestige you hold among the Sarkaz, but the vampire court must yield to the military commission. I promise you this in Teresa's name. When the age that you witnessed comes, Kazdel will no longer be a single dot upon the map. It was once more than just a city, and so it shall be, more again. It seems I have spoken out of turn. Please continue, Your Highness Teresa.
The aftermath of the ongoing conflict, enough to reshape current power dynamics, will engulf us all. It may come in 50 years, in 10, or perhaps even tomorrow. Kazdel cannot escape it. The Damazti and I both saw the visions of the campaign that will destroy Lingona's. High-efficiency command systems made possible by Originium Arts, high-speed battleships that can break through front lines, maneuver tactics that can mobilize entire legions. New advancements are applied to the battlefield as we speak. Their capacity for destruction is surpassing our innate instinct rooted in our bloodlines.
What worries me more is the fact that we will still find fellow Sarkaz among the countless casualties of war. Gaul-employed royal court casters and the liches in Lathanien are killing each other in battle, while a certain Wendigo is spilling the blood of his fellow Sarkaz to prove his loyalty to the Ursine Tsar. As for the Sarkaz mercenaries sent to the front lines as arts fodder, they won't even be counted in any nation's casualty statistics. The Sarkaz massacre one another in wars we have no stake in, regarded as disposable goods to be abandoned without care by the leaders of those wars. For the sake of keeping pace with these changes, the Sarkaz must once again gather around the furnace, and, if necessary, the power to dominate the war must lie in our hands.
Teresis looks at Teresa, waiting for her opinion, but Teresa does not speak, her eyes placid as before.
We will plunder the other nations, and wrest their most profound secrets from them. We were once the proud Tikars, forced to become Sarkaz, and derided as devils. Because the Outlanders feared us, it is an ancient fear, rooted deep in their hearts. Let us remind them, let us show all of Terra our history and legend that have been either forgotten or falsified. The Sarkaz are not weak. We do not need others to save us from our fate. On the contrary, we will dictate the fate of Terra, dictate how this land should move forward. The details of our plan have been delivered to all present through the runic arts of the Banshees. Ďukárael, do you still hold doubt?
No. Exceptional work, Teresis. Set aside a seat on the military commission for the Crimson Court. It appears that our Noxera king has not yet grown addled with age, but as to whether or not he could usher in such a grand feast...
Warriors need not die in a blaze of glory. That is a vulgarity only chased by those who seek fame.
Oh, I nearly forgot you were still here, 𝍊🋼🍊. I have made myself abundantly clear from the start, Prince Ďukárael. I need only silently observe your enthusiastic attempt at self-expression. How pitiful it is to look upon such a shabby little court. I will cherish your elegies. And this I promise you. When death comes for you, the Lord of the Banshees will sing you an elegy, delivered to you by the night wind.
Set aside your chatter for another time. It seems their highnesses still have matters to discuss. The other members of the War Council will still wish to know their decisions. Dukariel, Lakaramalin, and you, Damazti, disguised outside the door with me.
The Noxera King nods his head towards Teresa. The other two members of the royal court do not bid the king farewell. They simply follow the Noxera King out of the chamber. After the meeting's end, Teresa stays by Teresa's side, standing silently. He knows that she will be expecting an answer from him. You never mentioned that you would announce the plans for the war to the royal court.
You did not refute me either.
Would I have been able to refute anything?
You were well aware of what I think. If you wanted to argue against any of it, you would have done so a few years ago. For now, I have them by the reins. But it's not just them. This entire city hungers for war.
I will prevent matters from heading down to the worst possible path, lest the prospects of Terra's continued existence become infinitesimally small.
You must be quick about it.
I will. What does Fremant's letter say? As Teresa's opens the envelope, the writing vanishes before his eyes, yet the message has already etched itself indelibly into his mind.
He has surmised what would transpire during that meeting rather accurately. He has given his opinion on some matters, alongside a reminder: do not place all your coming hopes in one basket.
The nomadic city of Kasdel.
You with that, Babel? Don't count on the military commission to look after you all.
We're here to help you.
Help us? My parents died at the hands of 𝑍�🋼🍊. You've got some nerve. What, not scared of me?
We knew what to expect when we came here. Just need some getting used to. Besides, our captain warned us not to agitate the locals.
You looking down on me? The hell is this? Let me go.
Do not harm him, but do make him leave. Dr. Kaltzit. I said not to deviate from our planned route, even if it is to treat the wounded along the way. Sorry, Dr. Kaltzit. No matter, you handled it well. We've reached our destination. Welcome to Babel. Babel Office, Kasdel. Did you manage to retrieve all our stray colleagues? Yes, all's well with them. The construction of Babel's facilities is proceeding smoothly. The school that you were so looking forward to is already complete. Yet I heard that the unbeatable Dr. Kaltzit has not too long ago been turned down, perhaps even kicked out. I did not foresee such a direct refusal. I'm not surprised at all, to be honest. Too many sarcasms. The invitation of the king is barely worth the paper it's printed on. On the other hand, our connections with Sargon and 𝍊🋼🍊 have delivered good news. As for Columbia, some scientists have proposed the technology exchange program. They have their eyes on the ancient Sarkaz witchcraft, while we have need of their latest mobile farms. It took us a century's effort to share an equal dialogue with these powers. The results speak for themselves. The results speak for themselves. You are creating new history, Teresa. Thank you, 𝍊🋼. But I can tell you've had a lot on your mind recently. The military commission has been formally established. Babel's existence will spark yet another near irreconcilable conflict in Kasdal. Our staff comes from different races and nations. How should they live alongside the 𝍊🋼? If your efforts to soothe enmity and prejudice instead become a fuse to spark conflict anew, what does your Highness plan to do? If we cannot even eliminate prejudice and hatred within the walls of Kasdal, how can Babel hope to achieve equality for the 𝍊🋼 throughout all of Terra? There will be members of the military commission posted to Babel soon. They will ensure the safety of our people. They will also serve as a warning to some. Babel is backed by both Teresis and me. Oh, right. Did I ever tell you how I met a 𝍊🼼 messenger, 𝍊🋼? Strange. The 𝍊🼼 do not generally dare approach the borders of Kasdal. Was this why your Highness disappeared this afternoon? Was it that obvious? I thought 𝍊𝋼 had me covered. The Lord of the Banshees clearly tried, but judging from the results, she isn't the best pick for clerical work. Well, what of the 𝍊🼼 messenger? He was getting water from the river, and we struck up a conversation. We chatted about many things. History, peace, hatred. Our viewpoints did not align on most things, but I could sense in him wisdom and intelligence beyond his years. He had thoughts concealed within his heart, ones even he did not know of. And so, you used the power of the King of 𝍊🼼 on a 𝍊🼼. Sorry, my glasses are getting dirty for some reason. I should do. There we go. I simply wished to know what this fated encounter meant. And what did it mean? It's still hard to say, but while I was looking at his soul, I felt perhaps we are not so alone, 𝍊🼼. Many on this land are doing all they can to pursue hope. Hope's big and small, hope's bright and beautiful. That hurt. Are those people nuts or something? I just wanted to get a few nice things for myself. Never even heard of any Babel. He steadies himself against the wall, gasping for air as his vision begins to blur. Fatigue floods his limbs, weighing him down. Through his blurred vision, he sees another in front of him fall to the crazed attacker's blades. He knows he will be next. I refuse to die here. It's you or me, you bastards. Out of the way! He uses the last of his strength to barrel his way out, but the only resistance he meets is solid ground. All he sees is black. Are you all right? Were you trying to save me just now? There's so much blood. Why does it feel like I'm the one saving you? Hold on. I'll bring you to Babel. Our doctors there can help you.
I'm still alive.
Who would have thought those lunatics would decide to attack innocent bystanders in broad daylight to get at Babel? I don't know how the others are faring. Hey, stay with me. I still don't know your name.
I'm Good Luck.
Huh? For the first time, he regrets giving himself this name. Okay. Please, like, I know that this is a joke, But please don't put that in my chat. Please? Sorry. Jokes are fine, but not those kinds of jokes, please.
That wasn't too bad of a job. Can you put this in my evaluation?
It's alright. How are you, McDonald? Should I just... What should I call you? Should I call you Worker or should I call you McDonald? I'm confused. Alright, what is this? Call you Jeff? Okay, Jeff. I'll remember that. Instructor Doberman, instructions for further action, please. Instructor Doberman! I'm fine. Let's get started with today's training mission. Be wary of hollows in the ground. The nomadic city of Cowsdale is far from structurally sound and employs numerous transverse plates to fix itself together. Operators cannot be directly deployed to these transverse plates, and will need operators deployed on regular tiles to provide assistance. Oh, thank you for following! Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it here. I'm just reading the event for now, but it should be fun. Wow, it's so high up here. Instructor Doberman, are you okay? I'm fine. Let's begin the exercise. Hostile spotted. Moving at high speed towards the objective point. Jessica, stay calm. Cruz, get to your deployment point, then pass the stabilizer chain to me.
I'm listening.
Jessica, Cruz is now in position. Proceed to your designated coordinates now.
Alright. Let's take it slow.
Interesting.
Here I am.
Is this the stabilizer chain, instructor? Yes. Shattered traverse plates are found all over Cowsdale. Without stabilizer chains, operators won't be able to engage in combat like usual. Stabilizer chains are custom equipment for improving combat conditions. Hi, Azula! When an operator is deployed to a transverse plate, the last operator deployed within a certain range will throw one stabilizer chain to them, ensuring stability. The enemies seem to be slowed by the chain. That's right! Stabilizer chains can also apply special effects on enemies as a form of defense. But remember, an operator can only hold up to 2 stabilizer chains at once.
I'll definitely prove myself this time.
Alright, the next exercise should be improvised combat. Guess I'll retreat for now as planned. Cruz, wait, we're still linked! Cruz, Jessica, stay close. Remember what the exercise is about. Always be mindful of your teammate's status. Why does it have to be so high? Deep breaths. 5 more seconds. Now based on what you've learned, what should you do when your teammates are in danger? I know, Instructor Doberman. You didn't immediately fall into the transverse plate when you lost just a stabilizer chain. Instead, you gained the status unsteady. If another operator such as myself is deployed on a normal plate near you in time, they'll be able to throw the stabilizer chain to you. Well done, Fang. If you ever feel useless, just remember Azula is a moderator. Oh goodness. Okay, so Fang wasn't close enough to Jessica. That makes sense. Can you bring me an Arknights? Yeah, of course. Alright, okay, I do need to go to the bathroom though. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to here so that you can see my friend code. And I will run an ad. Hang on. I need to remember how to run ads. Twitch. Run a 1 minute ad break. It says that it's running, but I don't see that it's running on my phone. Huh. Strange. Alright, that's better. Cool. Did you add me? What do you mean leaked info? Huh? Alrighty. Yep, added. Okay. I'll remember that. Ooh. Wait, what is this? Right, I need Otto's tokens. Should I get Otto's tokens or the... I should probably get furniture first. I want the Witchcraft workbench, sorry, but that's just so cool to me. Okay. Let's begin. "26 years ago. Autumn, 1068. Okay, so this is going to jump around a bit. Gotcha, gotcha. Vassaland, Lathanyan. How do you like this piece? Like an energetic child waking from slumber, rushing out the door to enjoy the fruits of life to the fullest. It was the Corfist who wrote it, inspired by His Holiness's visit to the Vasaland when he was still a messenger for Laterano. The young and enthusiastic future pontiff told the children about all that he has seen, the ocean that Iberia watches over, the city of Athenius, where Minoan myth and machination exist in equal measure, and a passing mention of Kasdel, the city of sin, the whereabouts of which are unknown. And the Corfist was there too. And he was fascinated by His Holiness's descriptions. The first draft of this work was in fact written at that time, but the Corfist was not satisfied. Even after many years of revisions, a final draft is yet to be completed. Until recently, when our scouts located the elusive nomadic city of the Devils and sent back photos. Gazing upon the enormous tracks left behind by the city, the Corfist found the missing element in the music, ferocity. With that, the work was complete. You found Kasdel? Yes, and the Corfist was astonished to find that the destiny of the work was intertwined with the city's. I understand the reason the Corfist chose to present this piece on the eve of my return to Laterano. However, unlike his predecessors, His Holiness has no intention of initiating offensive action against the Sarkaz. He is not interested in putting the sinless on trial without cause. I'm afraid I must disappoint the Corfist. The city itself is of no concern to the Corfist. He is more interested in His Holiness's opinion of the piece. Please, send His Holiness the Corfist's warmest regards. We have a response from Syracusa. Only a few of the Familia have agreed to participate in the action. Their men will rendezvous with the fleet soon. I can't believe Laterano rejected us. Inform the Syracusans to move quickly. We must mop up the city before the other Crace can Before the other Cracer can react. Take Kasdel before the other Corfusten can. Do not repeat the mistake we made at Gaul and miss another opportunity. Intro! Oh my goodness, it's been so long. Hi, Intro! How are you? Scar Market, Kasdel. I like Lithanians. You always bring so much business. You're tired? I mean, I think we're all tired, but I think that you're stressed if you're tired. You just got home from work. Fair. And it's smart that you disguised yourself as a prisoner in a smuggling crew, rather than flying the banner of a messenger. Now tell me what you want before I lose my patience. Trade, muscle for hire, intel. The Scar Market has everything you need. Cooperation, esteemed leader. We don't have a fixed price for cooperation. Are you sure your Corfist can pay my price? Don't you want to know what we're asking for first? There's nothing that money cannot buy here, Caprine. What about Kasdel? Go on. The Corfist wants you to sabotage the city's propulsion system. Nothing else. The down payment is in the safe you took from the caravan. The Corfist will discuss the rest of the payment with you in Kasdel. I admire your boldness. Let me express my good faith with a little glimpse into the future for you.
The nomadic city...
The nomadic city of Casdel. Take your things and scram, Lathanyan. Are you trying to poison me? These are just suppressants. You'll need them on the battlefield. The warships that surround us came from Lathanyan. Outsiders like you must have led them here. I don't have an explanation. I know you're taking your son with you into battle. He could use the medicine. Keep your hands off my son.
What's the commotion? Are you out of your mind? She's a Babel doctor. Are you okay?
I'm fine. He really wasn't trying to hurt me.
Good luck. You married a Babel woman, now you've become a shill for the invaders.
There'll be the death of you. I guarantee it. Many of us are also pained by the impending war. We've requested to join you on the front lines. Lunatics. Who knows what schemes you have on the front line? You'll get yours in the end.
Give me the medicine. I'll distribute it. They're ready to leave. Go meet up with them. I'll take care of things here.
Good luck, your son.
I didn't let him leave. If the Lathanians wanted to force us into catastrophe, it's safer for him to be in the lower level shelters in the city. Relax, Doctor. People have made it through catastrophes in the past. Maybe we'll have, good luck.
The furnace has burned for more than a century. War, catastrophe, migration, exile. All the suffering since the T-Cars era has not extinguished the hatred of the Revenants. The Sarkars have seen many Casdels throughout the ages. The memory of yesterday may be unrecognizable by tomorrow. But the Soul Furnace has been a constant for this generation of Sarkars. Home is where the Soul Furnace is. Casdel. The furnace has not burned like this for many years. I can hear the cries of revenants even from here. Soon, this city will charge headlong into a catastrophe. All we need to do is hold out until Nezalim's reinforcements arrive, until Casdel once again passes through the catastrophe.
They thought we would cower. They tried to assume our thoughts with their conception of common sense. It was so 170 years ago, and it is so now. Arrogant and laughable fools who never took the time to truly understand us.
What fate do you think awaits this city, Teresus?
To be honest, the chances that it survives is slim. Casdel was immobilized the last time it braved a catastrophe. It took us a decade just to get it moving at full speed again. And the forests of crystals in the mines and on the walls could never be removed, ruining years of our plans for the city. I don't know if the city can survive another ordeal like that, much less one that's even worse. Good luck rarely comes twice.
I believe in this city, Teresus. Not because of luck, but because we built this city, and I won't give up on it. The story of the city does not end here, Your Highness. And maybe... Who is this?
I may not be able to see its future clearly, but there is one thing I can say for sure. The city continues to exist into the distant future. No one can say, however, if it will be a sanctuary of hope or a ghost city of the dead.
Ah, I was right.
Scarai, have you not grown tired of the ambiguous words of your kind? And need I remind you that no amount of mercenaries can ensure your safety in this city? There is no deceiving your highnesses, of course.
Castel's doors are open to every sarcas, but you'd better have a good reason to set foot in this city with your mercenaries at a time like this.
I was made an offer most difficult to refuse, which obliged me to enter the city to seek an audience.
What is that you're carrying?
This? Something insignificant. Oh, I mean someone. The 𝍊🋼🍰 wanted me to sabotage Castel. I have been away from my kin for many years, but as your highnesses said, Castel is the root of all sarcas. So I felt that I had to deliver this 𝍊🋼🍰 with my own hands in order to prove my innocence.
What are you thinking?
Exactly as I have said. What can I possibly hide before the King of Sarkaz? But if you're not interested in my gift of good faith, then I see no need to carry it with me anymore. It's heavy after all.
He casually casts the bag into the furnace, where it is incinerated in an instant, without a sound.
The furnace is always an impressive sight, no matter how many times one sees it. Your Highness needs not pity him. He should have foreseen the risks when he approached the Scar Market. I trust 𝍊🋼🍰 was not miserly with its terms. It's simple, Your Highness. I prefer immediate payment over empty promises. But more importantly, I don't work with the losing side.
Hi, Shaguskus. Yes, I am reading it all. Maybe not all tonight, but I'll read as much as I can, which is hopefully at least more than halfway. I will be streaming again tomorrow as well, so... Well, I'll be streaming until I finish it.
Are you predicting our victory? It wasn't I who saw it. It was the Cyclops who left the prophecy 1,000 years ago. I am simply betting it that your highnesses are the protagonists of the prophecy. Regardless, the safest business for the Scar Market is with your highnesses. It would keep business flowing for at least the next 50 years or so. Is that not so, your highnesses? You're clever. Prophecy doesn't bring victory, but we can. Bring your mercenaries. We're moving out.
The crowd stirs. The Sarkaz procession leaving the city is quiet, except for the occasional clang of weapons and equipment. Their silence is rooted in the knowledge of the fate that awaited them before the city's gates. They wrap banners torn from the walls around their waists, or clutch originium spikes chopped from the streets as makeshift weapons. Each has their own ritual to remember the city that they may never return to. Mum? Dad? Where are you? Dad? Mum? People really need to watch their kids. They can't be allowed to run wild. It is Baby Otter. Oh, thank you for the... Ah, that's nice. Thank you for watching me a lot. Ouch. Do I know... Ah, I know who you are. Careful. Thank you. Where did you come from? Why are you also leaving the city? You'll fall if you're not careful. I'm looking for my mum and dad. Are you going out too? Yes, I'm going to the battlefield. Are you looking for your mum and dad there too? Can I come with you? No, I'm by myself. Why are you going out then? Because I don't want to hide in the city. I want to fight the people who are doing bad things to us. That's what my parents told me before they left. I want to fight too, but Mum and Dad won't let me go. I tried to sneak out and got a beating when they found out, but I don't want to be away from Mum and Dad. We'll go together then, and find your Mum and Dad. But there'll be a lot of bad people out there. Are you scared? You're not scared. Mom and Dad aren't scared. I'm not scared either. The disheveled child pumps his fists to show courage, but his trembling betrays him. The older child knows that the young boy does not fully understand what is happening outside the city. But the young boy knows something simple but true. Bad guys should be chased away. Families should stay together. So he takes the boy's hand and joins the procession. How do we find your parents when we're out there? They work for Babel. They have a picture of a tower on their clothes. Babel? I know that place. Are you from Babel too? No, I grew up in a military commission institution. I guess I'm from the military commission? Military commission? What's that? A place that protects people. Just like Babel. Okay, Jeff. Oh, goodness. Oh, say it in male voice, please? Fine.
No. Ooh.
Oh, no. Ooh. Oh, goodness. What have you made me do? You should be ashamed of yourself. What is your dad's name? Let's squeeze our way to the front. Maybe they're up ahead. Good luck. Good luck? Yes, he is good luck. Why are you laughing? Nothing. Let's shout his name. Maybe he'll hear you. Two children squeeze forward in the procession, holding each other's hand, calling out good luck with their tiny voices. A few heads turn and sigh when they see the young and naive faces. Good luck. It is what they all need. On an evening in the autumn of 1068, the music playing in the 𝍊🋼🍊 study was interrupted by the sound of frantic knocking on the door. The fleet that was pursuing the nomadic city of Kasdel has broken off its pursuit. Those crazy devils charged straight into a catastrophe. It's only by sheer good luck that they got away. Years later, the 𝍊🋼🍊 still recounted the reason for his failure with palpable disdain. Oh, goodness. I see that this is building up to something. It's giving us all the history to start with. Alright, let's go. You. Metal. Oh, I see how this is going to happen. Right, she's the defender archetype with more attack than defense. So I'll put here and then move to here.
This is my battle.
And then interesting how that works. Why are they connected? And what if I put here? Wait, what? Oh, I can't. Alright. Let's put a remix.
You regret this.
Okay. My voice is a bit low, you say? Here you go. Hopefully it's louder now. Thanks, Shy Viscous. I just brought in my microphone. Hopefully that helps a little bit. The only problem is it covers the screen a bit. I'm looking at getting a different monitor arm so that I can make it go the other way. Of course. Let's see if I can't do... Can you say that? Hopefully that helps. I can see the whole screen when it's here. It's very touchy though. How tiny we seem when we stand beside the tracks of this ship. Yes. It's a most impressive war machine. With their bodies as barriers, the Nuxtra have halted its advance at a tremendous cost. The Banshee's streaks, powerful enough to shatter consciousness, only managed to force the Lathannians to retreat below deck. If not for the catastrophe and the rough terrain in this valley. We're so far behind, and time is running out. Kasdal must have equally powerful weapons, if not more so. All our previous attempts have failed. A century ago, few believed that we could build a nomadic city out of Kasdal. Yet we did. If we are to catch up to them now, we cannot afford to take the conventional path. We have word from the Demazti. The battleships on the horizon are slowing down. Have they given up? No. The Corvus's orders were to continue the pursuit, but the commander of the fleet ordered them to slow down. Is this before or after the fall of the Witch King? I don't know. I really don't know. I'd say before? But it could just as easily be after. The Witch King is Lathannian, so considering that mentions the leader of Lathannian to this day, I'm gonna say that it's probably after. That's my assumption. They're concerned about the catastrophes in the terrain. They've seen what happened to the ship. At the current rate, we can expect to engage them at dusk. We have brought enough time for Kasdal to retreat. Teresa looks back at the two storms entwining on the wastes, trying to catch a glimpse of the city. She sees nothing. Where is Kasdal now? Is it still moving through the storm? Are the people in the shelters safe? The storms are converging. Our retreat has been cut off. A battle is inevitable. Teresis? I never thought I'd see you lose focus on the battlefield. What's that? Huh? That's... The storms range. The young taunting the old. The newborn storm slams into the dying storm to the war drums of thunder. Rolling air currents clash and combine between the two storms. Violence begets peace, and a passage appears where the storms converge. Lightning flashes and thunder cracks. A path through the storm. The storm... Oh no, other way around. A path through the storm. The storm. Let's go, Teresa. The storm has given us a path. Those who survive through it will have another chance. We'll do it together. God, their names are too similar that my dyslexia is killing me. The Demazti cluster passes their command to every Sarkaz present. The warriors see their leaders walk into the storm side by side and follow with no hesitation. The procession advances into the tempest, the strong supporting the weak, the brave encouraging the fearful. Do you see that, Teresis? Within the roar of the tempest, they seem to hear the voice from the snowstorm in that childhood dream. They see the prophecy. The thin, cloaked figure turns at the sound of her voice and sees the storm-bound procession. Teresis sees a child, mist, gilded by the setting sun, shrouds her shoulders, rising and blending with the shrieking winds above. He takes off his gauntlet and stretches his bare hand into the mist. The mist dissipates, and in his bloodied hand is the stone blade that the child is holding. You, grab. What are you doing here? You came in. Home. The child wrestles the blade from Teresis' hand and points it again at Teresis and the procession behind him. There is no difference between man and beast to the child who grew up in the wastes.
You want to kill me?
Kill you? Nobody taught her how to speak. She simply emulates the sounds made by those who pass by. Teresis? Teresis looks down silently at the thin figure.
Let me show you how to hold a knife.
You! The child hesitates for a moment before putting her knife in Teresis' outstretched hand. Me, you, bring me. Teresis gazes into Teresis' eyes. Prophecy. A sword to slay the regent king. A spear to pierce the royal ring. But they have never cared much for prophecy.
Very well. Come with me. The home of the Sarkaz is not on the Barrens.
Do you have a name? Name? Me? From now on, you have a new name. Ascalon. "10 days later, the nomadic city of Kazdel. Look, Doctor, the furnace has been relit. Is it moving? The city's finally moving. Ouch. Careful, your wounds might open again. I've got to go to the furnace. The furnace burns again, and Kazdel still sails. The Lathannians didn't manage to kill us. I didn't mean you, Doctor. Come with me to see it. You deserve the same honor as the warriors who survived. But I'm not Sarkaz. You people are heroes too. Come watch their highnesses command the Goliath to support the leaning furnace. Watch the sparks fly when iron hammers beat upon the broken core. Hear the elegy of the Banshee and witness the final journey of fallen heroes when they enter the furnace to fuel it. This used to be an occasion that only the Sarkaz could see. I would love to go, but there are still a lot of wounded to treat. Alright, tell you what. I'll bring back a couple bottles of booze and some fresh fruit and we'll... You're not allowed to drink. And who the heck drinks in a medic tent? Come on, it's just a little flesh wound. No means no. It's your neuropathy that's the problem, not to mention that you're a terrible drinker. When did you ever see me drink? Oh, that time when I was drunk and came to you with a bunch of neuropathy bombs. Look, that was the only time in all these years. You know I can't afford booze. I can't stop you. Why don't you just go yourself? Won't be the same without you. But I'm a 𝍊🍼. And? Do you support those nobles who profit off of war? I ran away from home because I couldn't stand them. There you have it. Wait a second. You say you ran away from home? Were you a noble? No! I was kind of thinking, your equipment doesn't look like it's from Babel. Well, I won't speculate. It does nobody any good. So you can go on your own. I doubt the soldiers on the front lines would get along with a 𝍊🍼. When I saw the 𝍊🍼 string up my father by a sewer entrance to humiliate him, I never imagined I could befriend a Caprine doctor either. Back then, the only people who showed us any kindness were poor, infected, or both. Are they, you know, roommates? I mean, they better be. Come on. Like, can you imagine her, like, stumbling into the tent drunk? Like, that is such a that's gotta be, like, a cute scene, right? Right, enough of the sad stuff. Be back in a jiffy. Seriously, when did 𝍊🍼 become so glib-tongued with me? I wonder if this counts as progress, Teresa. In any case, Kasdal is moving again. Things will get better. Back already? Well, it's about time you laid down. Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else. Oh no. Wait, your wounds are really bad. Nobody treated your arts burns? The 𝍊🍼 did it. My son's dead. They burned him alive before my very eyes. I was the only one who lived. At least let me see your wounds. They burned him alive. He was screaming. They used arts to hang him in the air for everyone to see. My brothers are dead. My captain is dead. The 𝍊🍼 stood on the high ground. Their raised staffs looks just like... With bloodshot eyes, the nearly deranged 𝍊🍼 fixates on the doctor's staff abandoned in the corner. The emblem of home she had left behind hangs from the staff. Like a real... The doctor does not sense the hostility. She lifts his top to inspect the wound, but feels a chill run up her spine. You're armed. Why didn't the guards check you? The light of the soul furnace lights up the night sky above Kasdal like the midday sun. The fire's crackles echo like a mournful growl, a somber tribute to the fallen who have become its fuel. All the 𝍊🍼 set their eyes on the sky that night. No one notices the light from one of the field hospital's windows go out. Yeah, apparently can't have shit in Kasdal. God damn it. Your Highness? Why was I brought here? Oh yes, I have good news to report. What news? We won. We defeated the 𝍊🍼, Your Highness. Me, my son, and the blue blood squad. We won! We won! Are you not glad, Your Highness? Were we too slow? Blake! My son, bring me the battle plan. Son? Son? Sorry, Your Highness, I don't know where my son went. You killed a doctor. One who has served Kasdal for years treating neuropathy patients. Kasdal? Doctor? No, you misunderstand, Your Highness. I only fight 𝍊🍼.
Have you read his emotions, Teresa?
Pain, confusion, madness. He has driven himself mad to escape the painful memories. He doesn't even know what crime he committed.
The others do. The guards discovered him brawling with another Sarkaz amid shattered casks of liquor, which ignited and spread fire through the field hospital. All await the king's response, but you cannot be the one to do it. Leave it to me.
Your Highness, General! I gave my all to defeat the Latanians. Was I wrong to do so, Your Highness?
Take him away.
His name is Logan, given to him by his own mother, who was one of the first Babel engineers. He hardly uses any arts, but the guards were hypnotized by arts. Someone is behind this.
The military commission will not investigate the Sarkaz for the sake of an outsider. Not after they've just been through another ordeal. Neither should Babel. We have no choice. The war has just ended. Babel should withdraw from military and political affairs, at least for the time being.
You know that's not what Babel is about in the first place.
I do, but many don't.
I will define the parameters for Babel's activities. Babel members will continue to serve Kasdel's medical, educational, and technological needs from this area.
The military commission will continue to protect them, but we must make every effort to avoid conflict. There will come a day when the repressed hatred boils over, and even we will be powerless when that day comes.
Kasdel is in urgent need of a change. We have to solve the Originium problem, soon.
But even that won't solve all our problems.
I know. I've always known.
There you are, Ascalon. What have you seen in this city?
Death. People cry, people die. Cry? Cry tears? Teresus stretches out his hand. A delicate stone knife lies in its palm. Knife! My...
Keep it safe. A warrior should treasure her weapon. I will teach you how to sharpen your blade.
For the sake of an outsider, so people can just burn down assets willy-nilly, Teresus. I think what Teresus is saying is that he's not going to interrogate the entire population after a war, but he is still going to bring the Babel members into the inner place of Babel so that it can't be as attacked as easily. At least I think that's what he's saying. I could be wrong.
But it's up to you to decide whom it cuts.
You're too impatient, Teresus. She's not ready to understand these things yet.
She has to understand, sooner or later.
Maybe. But for now, what we should do is give the frightened child a little bit of peace. Do you like the city, Ascalon? Compared to the armored general, Ascalon does not like this Sarkaz woman crouched before her. She seems to see through all of her thoughts, leaving no secrets. A most dangerous thing in the wastes, but she cannot bring herself to be hostile to this gentle Sarkaz. No need to be afraid. You know I don't mean you any harm. Come touch my horn. We're the same. Warm here. Warm me. Yes, warm. Hatred and killing are not the only way to solve a problem. Problem? Teresa says no more. It is difficult for a girl who has known nothing but the wastes to understand certain words, even with the help of the King of Sarkaz. She takes Ascalon's hand. It's like the wound on your hand. Weapons can't heal it. Only time and medicine can. Aw. It's okay. I've cleaned your wound. You'll need to take care of it. Be patient. One day, you'll wake up and find that it doesn't hurt anymore. Yeah. Babel classroom, Kasdal. No one here. We'll wait a little longer. It's not lesson time yet. They'll come. Look, it's 𝍊🋼🋼.
Casualty report from the military commission. There are many children. Most of them students.
The ones that lived?
And their parents are no longer willing to let the outsiders of Babel teach them. Plus, if memory serves, many of Babel's teachers have already left out of fear. You're troubling yourself too much with trivial matters, Teresa. You need to rest. We still have to.
I want to wait a little longer, 𝍊🋼🋼.
Very well.
He does not leave. The classroom is eerily quiet. Teresa closes her eyes and recalls the students who used to fill the classroom. You blame 𝍊🋼🋼? I don't know enough to blame him yet, but I wouldn't say that he's blameless. They said we could get potatoes for coming to school. I didn't understand that one, Your Highness. Do you have any simple stories? You said you went to the outside with mercenaries when you were our age. There's a sea between Sargon and Iberia? What's a boat? Why can't we go up on deck? Why would we throw up? Lithanian spires. Are they like our furnace? People who are nice to us? But Dad says there's no foreigners like that. But the teachers here are nice to us. Students come and go, but she always managed to get them to return. But this time, no one came. Oh? General 𝍊🋼🋼, Your Highness, You! The hilt of a stone knife hits the boy in the chest. Although unable to break free, the boy strains to look up at the tall, gaunt girl who has him pinned. I saw General 𝍊🋼🋼 come this way. I just wanted to... Teresa, Your Highness, you're here too. This classroom, are you teaching?
Put down the knife, Ascalon.
Your Highness!
You were looking for me?
Yes, I came to seek an answer for the children who lost their parents. I know the military commission will take care of them as it took care of me. But will this change anything? What if another war comes? I want to change things, but I don't know what I can change, or what I should change. The two rulers gaze upon the fearless child, each arriving at their own answer, inside. What's your name? Manfred. Dad, we've been standing at the door forever. Why can't we go in?
Mummy's hurt very badly. She needs some quiet to rest. We shouldn't bother her.
But I miss Mom.
Daddy misses her too. But not now. We'll go home together once I come back.
Where are you going, Dad?
I have to leave the city for a bit. To make the people who hurt Mummy pay. Stay here with Mummy and wait for Daddy.
Can you stay, Daddy? We'll figure out a way to make Mummy better, I promise.
Do you like Mummy's name?
Autunna, yes. It sounds very nice.
It's your name now.
But... I'll teach you to fight the bad guys with Mummy's weapon once they get back. Okay, I'll beat up the bad guys who hurt Mummy. But will beating up the bad guys make her feel better? You'll understand someday, Oda. I'll be back. Wait for me. Good luck turns around toward the crystal-infested city wall. She did die, yes. Unfortunately. The only thing left that ties him to this city is Oda. Oda and Oda. Maybe she didn't die
That
then.
wasn't too bad of a job. Can you put this in my evaluation?
I don't know. I'm assuming that she's like, if she didn't die, she's very wounded in action. Okay. I need to eat something. It's been 3 hours? Excuse me? Jeez. Yeah, I agree. If Oda took her name and weapon, she is at the very least sure to die soon. So nothing until BB-8. Got it. BB-3 time. I don't know if you can hear my chewing. I'm chewing on gum. It helps to soothe my throat once I've been talking for a while. Okay. Let's go. "8 years ago. Summer. 1086. Residential district. The nomadic city of Kasdel. Remember the promise we made at the beginning of the lesson? Good. Keep your voice low when answering and don't tell anyone about the classes. 𝍊𝋼𝋼𝍊 has been teaching you about art history for the past few months. As for myself, I've been struggling to decide what to teach you in our last lesson. Mathematics, language, agriculture, weapon making? What I've come to realize is whatever I teach you, it won't truly change our lives. We've lived silently in despair for too long. The war 18 years ago never ended. The ghosts of Lathanion's fleet continue to haunt those who experienced the war. Many died in despair, drowned in the fear of war, and of being consumed by the black rocks that grew from their bodies. But our instincts drove us to seek a way to overcome despair. Some declared war on despair, on the outsiders who oppressed us, but they all fell short in the face of cruel reality.
Came to see the contracts. I've never seen a more motivated mercenary than you. Are you trying to buy a mansion in Colombia or something? One should feel lucky just to be alive for so long. I suppose, in a sense. Your name is well deserved. I heard a bunch of jobs came in lately. Anything good? There are eyes on and in the city now. Things didn't turn out too well for the last few who took on these jobs. It's Babel stuff. Are you sure you want to be part of that mess? Yeah, I trust my luck. Have it your way. There's a teacher in town who's been saying good things about Babel's outsiders. Someone is willing to pay him to shut up for good. Will do. I look forward to your surprises. Hope your luck doesn't run out today. The nomadic city of Kasdal. It has been a while since Good Luck came back. The city has changed a lot. People come and go. He is familiar with the words Babel and military commission. There are always people fighting over things that he does not understand. He does not understand why the Sarkaz feel the need to fight one another. He takes out the photo of the target. A mild-mannered young man. The triangular marking on his sleeve seems familiar. A teacher spreading praise about Babel's outsiders, inciting opposition against the military commission. Sorry. Your luck just ran out today. Yeah, just maybe. Just maybe. Maybe Calstel's problem isn't only the outsiders, Lamau. Should be around here. Wait, this place. He's been away for a long time, but not long enough to forget his home. Otter's home. Otter, you should not have gotten involved. We've gotten used to despair from one defeat after another at the hands of powers beyond our ability to resist. But we need to convince ourselves that our despair was not self-inflicted. That it was stemmed from an obvious source in our lives. That is what Babel has become for people in this day and age. It was Babel who brought the enemies. It was Babel's medicine who worsened our apathy. It was Babel's education that sapped our will to resist. It was Babel who deluded the king of Sarkaz and tricked us into giving up on collecting the blood debt from the outsiders. Babel is the source of all our despair. I see some of you nodding. No doubt you've heard the same from your parents. In desperate times, people often mistake hearsay for truth. But is it the truth, though? Were our lives much better without outsiders in Kasdal? Don't take anything at face value. See, think, and find your own answer.
Yes, it's hard to leave Kazdel. The land outside is full of danger. Even making it to the border of the next country is no small feat. But I'll still leave this place. I'll go to Lethanian, Columbia, Casimir's, to anywhere that I may find a way to change things. Then I'll come back and teach you and all the children of the Sarkaz. What will happen to Babel, you ask? The future of Babel. Hide yourselves. Don't make a sound. Hello. Are you looking for someone? Sorry, I got the wrong door. Do you need help? I'm familiar with the area. He smiles. There's no panic in his eyes. Ascalon scans the sparsely furnished room and understands. Do you live here on your own? Yes. My name is Ascalon. I'm from Babel. Thank you for sheltering him, but you must leave. Be careful. These are troubled times. You heard her. Someone knows you're here. You need to go. Not just the military commission, but also those mercenaries who've been bringing trouble to our doorstep. I know. I'm very grateful to you for lending us your house to serve as a classroom. The children. I'll take them home. Don't worry. You can continue your classes in a few days once the storm has passed. There will be no need. As I said before, I'm ready to leave. I've already spent too much time here because I wanted to see the lessons through to the end. There are many places I still need to see. All right. Oh, don't forget the potatoes. They're from the children and me. It's not much, but they'll serve as a few meals on the road. Thank you so much. All of you. I should be the one thanking you. I learned a lot from you. For the past few years, Kazdel has grown faster than its education and public thinking can keep up. I fear our powers will be our own destruction if we do not change the present situation. The conflicts we see in Kazdel now are a good example. This is not how the Sarkaz should be. I have yet to find a way to change all these, but I know the answer does not lie within Kazdel. Goodbye, Oda. Goodbye. May your journey be safe and smooth. Oda watches as the teacher disappears around the corner but does not go in. He does not remember when it started, but he has a habit of sitting by the door waiting for a familiar someone to return. Wind stirs the dust from the streets, and the dust stirs up his tears. There is not even a shadow. He gently closes the door. Oda. Good Luck sees the target leave the house. Then he sees a familiar figure that he has not seen for a long time. His blade feels heavy. He cannot move. Oda, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm a lousy dad, but... He tightens his grip on the knife's hilt. He knows only one way to give Oda a better future. Another one. A mist shrouds a corpse in the corner of the street, erasing all traces of its existence. The passing of a life in Kazdel is akin to a speck of dust falling to the ground, unheard, unceremonious, and unnoticed. His luck has run out. How long do you plan on hiding there, Manfred? Or are you planning to stab me in the back now?
Another mercenary. How many have you killed?
Didn't see the point to keep count.
You could kill 1, 2, 100 even. But can you kill every single mercenary who accepts the contract? They just want to remind us that we've been complacent with the status quo for too long.
Using the lives of Babel members as a reminder? To remind whom? He made a promise to Her Highness. Is this what he calls protection for Babel? All I see are crackdowns on Babel and mercenaries running wild.
There are some things that should not be said aloud. Especially not by you, Ascalon.
If you don't like it, arrest me. Let's see if you've improved at all under his tutelage.
The General has taught me that there are more important things than violence. And by the looks of things, the mercenaries aren't the only ruthless cutthroats around here.
Stop dodging if you dare. I'll prove to their highnesses that I can beat you. Too slow, Manfred. Wait. You're dead. Again. Get up. Don't need you to tell me. Footwork, Manfred. And Ascalon, stop going for his head all the time. This is the most effective way. It's his own fault for getting hit. If he can't dodge it, he has to learn to take it.
You're right, Ascalon. But why did you stop? We didn't tell you to.
I can take it, Your Highness. It's not over yet. I hit. Your Highness, I hit. Did you now? Let me down, Ascalon. Don't hurt him, Ascalon. Manfred's long limbs flail helplessly in the air while his torso is tied to a wooden stake. How did you do it so fast? Got my inspiration from that way Her Highness sews. Manfred wiggles to break free, but the more he squirms, the tighter the ropes hug him. He cannot understand how Ascalon can be so strong and fast when she looks as thin and frail as him. Let me down! Look, I won again. Ascalon raises her weapon high and grins victoriously at the twin sovereigns. Ascalon has gotten a lot more cheerful. What are you thinking?
They're different from the other Sarkaz children. We can change them, but how can we reach all the children of Kazdel?
Give me time. Babel can do it.
Time is a luxury.
I know. But education is not something that can be rushed. What we're doing is leaving hope for the next generation. The flame of hope will never go out as long as a single teacher in Kasdal remains willing to share with these children the vision of a beautiful future. Teresa casts her eyes towards the two children, full of hope for the future. Well, are you going to admit defeat or no? No, let me down. We're not done. I'll let you down when you admit defeat. No way! I'll unbind you, Manfred. Thank you, Your Highness. Well, why am I flying? Your Highness?
Alright, that will do, Teresa. Let him down.
You've improved, but Teresa's hasn't taught you everything he knows.
You were always the faster learner. But ever since you left the General, you've been nothing but unadjusted and lost. He is disappointed in your departure, by the way.
I may not be as good with words as you are, but at least I don't just ignore the insults against Her Highness Teresa.
Do you really know why Her Highness is so dedicated to Babel's ideals? Do you really know why the General hasn't openly denounced the attacks on Babel? You should have talked to him, rather than turning your back on him.
I turned my back? You're the ones who turned your backs on Her Highness and the voices of so many. It's Teresa who has turned a blind eye to the mercenaries' acts of violence and the damage they've caused Babel. This much I know.
The General has allowed it precisely because he cannot ignore the voices of the majority. If the fate of the Sarkas is doomed to fall into the abyss, what's wrong with using more effective means to prevent it?
So that's what you truly think?
It's what most of us in Kasdal think. It's not that I don't trust Her Highness. Anyone can promise a better future, but we can't ignore the reality before it. Isn't it crueler to use violence to force a child to shake hands and make peace with the murderer that just killed his father?
Say whatever you want. I'll keep my hands off the military commission, but if you try to act through the mercenaries, then my job is simple. No more mercenaries, no more problems.
Ascalon!
If you have the time, go visit Her Highness. I've never seen her so tired. A bob of mist is the only sign that she was ever there. Manfred looks down and wipes away the blood slowly seeping out of his chest. He sighs and turns into the empty street, only to spot the deceased mercenary's effects.
Someday we will all understand. It was never Her Highness or the General who made the choice.
Who's there? He hesitates before the door. It has been a busy day at this old ramshackle house, from the teacher to the multiple visitors. Who could it be outside the door? Has father finally returned? And if so, what should he say? He has learned so much from the teacher that he wants to share with his father, whose visits back home have become less and less frequent. He takes a deep breath, collects his mind, puts on a calm face, and opens the door. Hello?
Good evening.
Can I help you, sir?
You know who I am?
No, sir, but I know the uniform of the military commission.
Just a routine inspection. Do you recognize these items?
This is my father's.
There have been some disturbances in the city, and I'm afraid your father... I'm so sorry.
Where did you find them? Was there...
There was nothing else left at the scene. I'm sorry. What's your name?
Otter.
If you ever need any help...
No, I'm grateful that you brought these back. It's been a long time since I last saw him. This is enough. I don't have to wait anymore. He's not coming back. Yeah. Your way doesn't work. Undermines Teresa at every opportunity. See? You're failing. I wonder why. Oh my goodness.
Do you have family? Or friends you can count on?
I can take care of myself. Besides, we see things like this every day in this city, no? I'm sorry I gushed, sir. I just feel like I know you somehow. I'm sure you're busy. I won't keep you any longer.
My condolences.
The door closes. Manfred can hear the sound of sobbing coming from behind the door. But he doesn't feel sorrow. Not anymore. Otter's right. He's seen this too many times. Yet he remembers this is not what the city was meant to be. This is only chapter 3, I swear. It'll be 4 hours before I finish this chapter. This might take 3 streams instead of 2.
Getting shacked hurts, you know.
Oh, should I put her here? You know what? I'll change that to this. Oh, jeez. I didn't look like it was fast enough to kill.
You wanted me here to fix a lot. There's more of you. What a day.
Okay. Put moose here. Oh, goodness.
What?
That's a lot of damage.
Grind me down with numbers.
Ow, 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 ow. Ah. Ah.
汚れ除去の効率完璧。ステイバック。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。来た。当たらないよ。わあ、汚れ除去
Okay, Luto goes here. Here? Hmm. But now those two are slow. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Oh god, come on. Okay, I failed one.
Everyone, orderly retreat, please. I don't want anyone to fall behind.
Doing niche? I've always been doing 4 stars. Alrighty. Can't deploy operators there, but I can there. Hmm. Okay. So Luto is strong, but she's not great. Why can't I deploy here? Oh, those are ranged tiles. Oh, I get it. We use the chains to slow them down.
I thought you wanted me here to fix a log.
Hmm.
Careful!
A one-on-one.
Okay.
Huh? What? You think you're gonna grind me down with numbers?
Ah, okay. So I worked out the trick. There we go. Aroma isn't, but I'm allowed to use operators that get trussed up in the event. And also I did actually use her in that stage. It's just trust farming. And also I can use 5 stars. I just don't have any elite 2'd because I have to max out all the 4 stars before I'm allowed to max out 5 stars. That's the rules that I've set for myself. That's why Aroma is level 1 and Lutinata is elite 1 level 60, ready to be elite 2'd, but I don't have enough defender tickets for her. The nomadic city of Kazdel. Let me through. This area is off limits. What happened? Are you with Babel? No? Then it's none of your business. The wall of royal court soldiers prevents order from passing. But he sees several familiar crying faces in the scattering crowd. Those students. I think I can take this alley here. Excuse me, do you know what happened?
Someone beat another guy to death. He's dead too. Are you trying to join the racket?
Babel again. What is Her Highness thinking?
Shut your trap. You owe everything you eat, everything you wear, and the roof of your head to Her Highness. Shh.
Well, it's simple enough, all right. The teacher beat the father of his student to death.
A teacher? How could...
All the man did was scold him a little, and it was the teacher who was telling the kids all sorts of awful things.
That's not true.
You're a Babel shield too, kids these days. Hey, what are you doing? Otto squeezes through the crowd to see some familiar faces lying on the ground. He finally finds the source of the commotion. The teacher, lying in a cloud of dust. Teacher, what's going on? I didn't mean to hurt his father. Hang in there, I'll find a doctor. No, over there, him. Otto looks in the direction that the dying man is pointing and sees an injured child crying by the lifeless body of his father. Otto runs through the burning streets, carrying the injured child in his arms, and pieces the whole picture together from what he sees and hears. It began when an agitated teacher accidentally killed an agitated father, before he was set upon by the angry crowd and fell in the dust of the streets. The turmoil dragged everyone in. Civilians, Babel, mercenaries, even the military commission. Like a chain reaction, clouds of dust were stirred up in various corners of the city. It wasn't until an artillery from an unknown source blasted through a wall of Babel's office building that the royal court troops finally quelled the riot. It began with an accident, and ended with a shell that caused more damage to Babel than anything in the past 18 years since the end of the war. The kid is hurt and needs a doctor. Don't make me do this the hard way.
Whose side are you on? Babel? The military commission?
Neither. I just need to get him to a doctor. Now get out of my way. My dad. It's too late for him. I'm sorry.
Go, but don't trust outsiders so easily, Sarkaz. Not in this chaos.
Thank you. Otto can feel the child's breathing grow weaker as he continues on his way. Running through the streets, he seems to feel someone brushed past his shoulder, but sees no one. Was I imagining things? Stop right there. Not one step closer. There are patients inside. This kid needs some medical attention now. But, oh, I didn't think there was anyone still willing to bring patients here. All right, I'll take it from here. I'll try to give you some extra medicine before we leave. Leave? Her Highness made the decision, but we all know what's happening. We're not welcome in Kazdel anymore. Where are you going? Outside the city? Aren't you afraid of the dangers in the wastes? Yes, I am. But if this city no longer welcomes us, then we respect its choice. I want to join Babel. I can help care for the patients, or protect you. Is this the one who started the whole mess? Will he live? Don't think so. Lost too much blood. Then what are we even doing here? Just follow the General's orders and don't ask questions. We'd have thought something so minor would need their Highness's statement. Ugh. Is he trying to talk to us? There's nobody else around. Probably just seeing things before he dies. No banshee would sing an elegy for such a sinner. It's dangerous. Go. They can't see me. My arts hide my presence. Who are you? A student. I came from far away, following in the footsteps of my mother, to find answers in this wandering city and her two rulers. Did you find? I'm afraid the city doesn't have the answers ready yet, but I found you. The ideas that you advocated were very interesting. I was with you when you taught those children in the basement, learning about the city in Babel. Of course, no one noticed except Ascalon. The boy has been brought to Babel, where his injuries will be treated. Do you regret your end? No. The boy defended me. He understood what I tried to change. I'm sorry about his father. I sympathize. It was not your intention to cause this tragedy, but fate has played a cruel joke on you. I hear crying. It is your elegy, calling your fading soul to the other side. Fear not. Hesitate not. The myriad souls welcome you with open arms. Let my song take you beyond. Thank you. The young banshee's soul soothes the mind of the dying man. The gentle song echoes through the crowded streets of the city. Banshees respond to the song of their young kin, adding their voices to the harmony. It is an elegy that commemorates the passing of an ordinary Sarkaz. You were talking about the future of Babel in the lesson, but you didn't get to the end. What were you going to say? I believe that Babel will die someday. I hope I'm wrong. A song. Another Sarkaz has passed on in the turmoil. There is no longer any place for Babel here. I will lead them and leave this city. Teresa, we love you. All of us. I know, but Babel has no choice. But if you leave... My people have made their choice. Neither I nor Teresa's can change it. We cannot abandon hope, but the best course of action right now is to avoid conflict. Hatred will swallow us like a flood. You've always known Teresa, our hero, our king. Gentle requests and gradual changes will not sway the minds of the Sarkaz drawn here by Kasdel's rise. Like a Ramaline, Perhaps what I say will disappoint, even hurt you, Teresa. Brimbilliton, Sargon, even Columbia. You've opened their doors and allowed the Sarkas to negotiate with some as equals. Terra has seen more technological progress in 50 years than it has for millennia. But we were too slow. Despite the incredible changes you've brought to Kazdel, they haven't been enough to bear the fruits of the true transformation. Even I, too, believe that the fruits of spring are near. Is this the stance of the Banshee Court, 𝍊🼼🍊? I'm just a mother who came to see her boy off, Teresa. I respect his choice, and there will come a day when he will speak for our royal court. But that day is not today. I know you love him. You haven't allowed yourself to age since he was born. 𝍊🼼 was a miracle to me, and to all banshees. The day he was born, I became loath to age with time. I have preserved my appearance at the peak of my beauty. I wish to remain eternal in his memory. My life is finite, of course. It is only the facade that never changes. I know what your Highness is thinking. You never expected your dream to come true in this generation. You see yourself as the soil, and it's not the soil due to witness the flowers bloom. Even if the two of you have to give everything to nourish this soil, humor my little self-indulgence, Your Highness. Until he finds the answer he is seeking, allow him to travel between the two of you, to learn from both of you. He will be the first sprout to emerge from the soil. Bring 𝍊🼼. Take care of him. Protect him in my place. I will, 𝍊🼼, my friend. Thank you. No matter where you go, no matter what fate awaits either of you, the Banshee Court will sing both your elegies and announce to all, this is my promise. It is the most ancient and powerful of witchcrafts. My final parting gift to you. 𝍊🼼, will we meet again? I hope so. Until next time, then. I look forward to the day that I can hear you sing in the mists of the 𝍊𝑋𝑼𝑠. Farewell, Your Highness. I'm afraid I must stay here and go no further. 𝍊🼼 will be part of your procession after all. And I'm not ready to say goodbye to him yet. Two days later.
How long do you plan on standing there? You came a little too early, if it's Teresa you're looking for. I didn't think you would have the courage to come to me, Ascalon.
Why?
Do you mean why wouldn't you have the courage to see me, or why I banished Babel? Babel. You've seen Manfred.
Yes.
Did you do it?
Not all the way.
Good. Now remove yourself before you say something childish and naive. Not even Teresa would agree with you. Or you could choose to stay. You don't have to explain yourself. After all, you never formally joined Babel.
Her Highness needs someone to protect her.
She is more powerful than you think.
And I agree with you even less, Master.
I suppose I should take that as a no. You and Manfred are my best students, yet both of you have your fatal flaws. Your talents in combat are peerless, but what do you truly believe in?
Your Highness.
Impatience. I said what do you truly believe in, not me or Teresa. You still don't know what you seek, do you?
I agree. Just your opinion, but ethnostates might be banned as a concept. I agree. Wholeheartedly. Sorry. I'm getting a little tired. I thought this would take less time.
To protect? That's your just empty, self-deceptive sentimentality. When you're unsure of your path, you merely project your motivations onto vague ideals.
I've thought about it carefully.
Perhaps. Then follow Teresa and protect her, but don't blindly adopt her ways. Think for yourself. Manfred found his answer long before you did. The next time we see each other, never mind. Go, Ascalon. There is nothing else for us to talk about now.
Ascalon falls to one knee, then turns to a mist that closes around Teresus. The mist trembles and disperses, leaving behind only a stone knife in Teresus' hand. He recalls the day that he snatched the blade from the child in the catastrophe. You were too cold to her, Teresus. It's a time of parting. You could have shared your mind with her. She has never been adept at expressing emotion.
As her teacher, you're better than me at reaching the teenager side of her.
Do you really have no faith in her choice?
She is welcome back at any time. Manfred remains too complacent in his training. He needs someone to challenge him, a goal to work towards.
I'll tell her.
I wish you would come back too.
I know.
If we cannot resolve a minor conflict like this, the next one could escalate into a full-fledged civil war. If it comes to that, all we have dreamed of for a century will be for naught. If that day comes, and if I have to, I'll kill you.
Babel is ready. We will leave with those who are willing to follow.
You've always kept them close.
Yes, because they need me.
I need you too. Kasdel needs its king.
Teresus, our people have made their choice. The best course of action, for now at least, is for Babel to back down. I will continue to call the nourishing rain upon Kasdel, change the city's circumstances, and wait for hatred to subside. But if you become the greatest threat to the searching dreamers in this long and painstaking process, I will destroy you.
So be it.
Mercenaries and royal court soldiers line the streets, holding back the restless crowd. It was the King of Sarkaz who brought food and shelter. It was also the King of Sarkaz who allowed oppression and hatred to fester. The Babel procession stretches as far as the eye can see, past the barricades formed by the lines of royal court soldiers, past the disdainful crowd. Teresus walks toward the crowd and stands with them. He has left Teresa's side for the first time in 2 centuries. We all know what we must face.
I hope this will not be the last time we stand together.
Will that day be far?
Not too far.
Teresa joins the silent procession. Their farewell to the city is soundless. Their path is one of hope. Then something occurs, enough to silence the restless onlookers and momentarily halt the procession. The cursing and crying cease. Every eye turns to a single poignant scene. A mercenary steps out of the line to embrace his best friend in the procession. No one can hear the whispers exchanged between the two friends by the ruins of Babel, but all are willing to wait and give them their moment of farewell. A farewell between the people in their city, and between two peoples of the same blood. A young Sarkaz, who has lost everything he holds dear, walks in the procession without regret. He remembers walking the same path, leaving the city in search of his parents with his older companion many years ago. Dad, I believe there has to be another way than war. Mum, I know you believed in Babel because you hoped for a different way to live. Goodbye, Mum, Dad. Goodbye, home. For Teresa's eyes only, I have heard of what happened in Kasdal and share your sense of loss. The city holds special meaning to us all. But Babel need not drift on the wastelands, for I have located the ship I previously mentioned in 𝍊𝑋𝑼𝑠. The excavation went smoothly, and the ship's basic functions have been restored after 2 years of work. It will carry the hopes of Babel into the future. Please wait for me, Teresa. P.S. I did find it on the ship. A legacy that could bring upheaval to this land. Given its importance, I feel it is crucial to discuss the matter with you in person. With hope, Kaltzit. If you pay attention, Babel's event stages resemble a heartbeat? Do they now? Hang on. No. Oh God. How many readings are there? How long is this event? How many streams is it going to take me to finish this? I already used up my budget for this stream. Oh, the stage nerds. I see. Oh, don't tell me that. No spoilers. How dare you? Shh. I'll try and forget that. What was I just thinking? Oh, damn it, I've forgotten. Oh, hi, Unlucky and Franco in the YouTube chat. I'm sorry, but I'm just about to end here, I think. If I can remember what I was doing. What was I doing? What was I doing? I don't remember. I guess I'll see if I remember in between now and the next stream. Alright, oh, that's what I was... okay. Oh, let's raid Luna. Okay. It's been a while since I've been able to raid Luna. And I'll start the raid now. And I'll see you tomorrow for the second part of this stream. Thank you everyone for showing up. I'll catch you another time. Take care.